Welcome to Eastern Florida Baseball.
Just a long fly ball from the shores of the Atlantic Ocean sits Bruce Bochy Field, where this afternoon Citrus Conference baseball on the Space Coast takes center stage. It's two Titans taking the field, Eastern Florida State College and St. Pete State College. Good afternoon and welcome everybody alongside the one and only Mike Parsons. I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thanks for joining us for this telecast of Titans baseball here on WEFS. And Mike, we are scheduled for a 5 p.m. first pitch. That is not going to happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, St. Petersburg had a little bus issue on the way, and so, you know, they're on their way now. They have a new bus, and so hopefully we have a 6 p.m. start, and things go on from there.
As one is to happen, right? It's two teams really trending in opposite directions this season. St. Pete mired really in last place, struggling to get out, struggling with pitching. Eastern Florida tied for 6th, but a big chance this weekend to move up into that upper echelon with a good showing in this series.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the Titans are coming off a big series win against Florida Southwestern last weekend. Florida Southwestern was in first. Now they're in second because of that. And so, you know, we head into the weekend. Hopefully we can move up with a couple of big wins here and get going. You know, the team's gotten healthy, and hopefully we have a strong finish.
We promise to get you ready for baseball, and we come back shortly, we hope. In the meantime, please enjoy this encore presentation of Titans women's basketball on WEFS.
That's to her tally. Adams moves up and strikes. Boom. That's it. 4-3. Funky dividends. That is money. Backdoor call. How about the pass in the corner? Cue it up for Reed. Pulls it back. Lets it rip. Sarek. Nice. On top of another 3. How about you now? A statement again by Eastern Florida.
Are you ready for a Citrus Conference Hump Day Hoops doubleheader? We certainly are. Eastern Florida State set to take on Daytona State College. We welcome you inside Titan Fieldhouse as the Titans, best teams in the state, number 6 in the nation, about to take on their rivals from Daytona State alongside Mark Moses. I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thank you so much for joining us here for Titans basketball. Boy, this team just gets better and better and better.
21 straight in a row. They started the season 1-3, Jeff, and it's just been death taxes and winning basketball around here.
Right.
That's what it feels
the
like.
Certainties in life. Yeah, 17-0 in the Citrus Conference. They've already clinched. So they're just playing out the string. This is the first of 4 to close the season.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I am excited about today. I want to see this team play great basketball. I want them to finish strong, and hopefully we get that victory tonight if you're Eastern Florida.
Let's pause now for the national anthem here at the Titan Fieldhouse. All right, let's introduce you to the principal combatants in this Citrus Conference matchup. Third time these two teams have met. Titans took the first and the second. Daytona State, a very a lineup with Kendall Moxie, Bella Weary, Nia Brown, Ava Bradshaw, Tasia Johnson. The head coach, Tron Griffin, draws a lot from the state of Florida. You'll see some local players on that lineup. Eastern Florida going to counter with a bit of a changeup from MJ Baker. Amelia Hassett, of course, one of the top players in the nation. She'll be in there. Other four starters getting some of the normal reserves, some starting minutes to get them ready for the long run through the state tournament and the national tournament. Ezra Sen, Martina Galvez-Naro, Andrea Chiquemba going to be in there. Also Rosa Redondo Sorribes. As we're meeting them now through the voice of Mike Parsons. And got Amelia Hassett, who on our last broadcast committed to Virginia Tech. We're going to see her again, number 1 in the state in rebounding, number 3 in scoring. She is as good as advertised.
Yeah, 19.9 points per game, 13.1 rebounds per game. She is worth the price of admission, and a very nice lady as well. Especially when we interviewed her, she announced she's going to Virginia Tech, like you're saying. This lady gets buckets and rebounds. It's the most consistent thing here in Brevard County outside of my show. That's what it is.
That's a tough follow. 19.5 points a game for Hassett. You saw the name Kendall Moxie pop up on the screen. That's going to be the person charged with trying to stop her. She's quite a good player in her own right. Has averaged double figures out of Centerville, Maryland. Season high 25 points in the last meeting against Eastern Florida, back at the first meeting of the season on the 9th of December. She's a player that has 4.5 blocks per game, 8 rebounds per game. So she draws the tough card, but she's plenty capable of getting her own as well.
Yeah, and we were looking at the stats. You look at Daytona, 3 players average in double figures. And just watching, pregame warm-ups, this team can shoot, right? They got some height. This is going to be an interesting matchup tonight between Daytona and Eastern Florida.
Titans line up all international this afternoon. Sen from Turkey, Galvez-Naro from Spain. Same goes for Rosa Redondo Sorribes, Chiquemba from Portugal, and Hassett from down under.
I thought I was unique coming from Illinois, but this is unbelievable, man. It really is.
I was born in Ohio. Not very exciting for us, yeah? And we're off. Titans control the first. Again, different starting lineup. And can't get the first bucket to go. Titans will go back defensively. Carrying the ball is Ava Bradshaw out of Oviedo, right down the road, right down the 528. Went to Masters Academy. She handles the ball now. Started the last 2 games for head coach Tron Griffin. There's our first look at Moxie. Turnaround shot is good, and the Falcons are on top.
A lot of confidence in that shot as well. I'm going to be here all night taking that 10-footer.
Yeah, Moxie's 6'4". She can certainly bang with Hassett. Little pick and pop down low for Chiquemba. Turns around and gets it the roll. We're tied.
Friendly roll. I like it.
Early going. First look at Bella Weary, leads them in scoring at 15 points per game. She will be the defensive mark, I am certain, for MJ Baker. 8 to shoot. This is Weary.
Great
force
D.
it into Moxie. A loose ball. And it'll be Titans basketball on the foul.
Jeff, that was great defense where it looked like Daytona, they had all this energy, we're going to push it, and all of a sudden, all the windows closed on Daytona. Nothing was open, turnover early.
A half-hearted press here from Daytona State, an athletic program that's trying to step up and match Eastern Florida step for step in just about every sport. It is a program that really has put some interest and emphasis on athletics the last decade. Definitely seen that on the men's side. That shot won't fall for the Titans. So Redondo Sorribes denied. Quickly to Johnson. On the wing, it's Weary. Off glass and good for Nia Brown. Averaging 8.6 out of Middleburg. Orange Park High School product. Visitors have the lead. A lot better than last week when we had to skate Titans and Titans and Titans because both teams were the Titans, right?
Yeah, this is going to be a lot easier.
Yeah. We go Falcons. Falcons trying to stop that. Able to just push Chikwemba off the line.
And see, they're pushing it, Jeff. They're not going to wait around for Eastern Florida.
Trying to take it right to them. The walk brings it back to Eastern Florida. A lot of times you see, when we saw St. Pete last week, they tried to slow the game down and minimize the number of possessions. Well, Daytona State is not a team that's going to back down.
Well, the question is still, this is going to be, hey, all right, 4-minute stretch. All right, what's this going to be like? Because it's going to take 40 minutes to beat Eastern Florida.
Remember, Hassett, one of the best three-point shooters in the state, as a post player that forces the defensive post player to guard her outside, creates a big mismatch. That one is no good. Titans still down by 2. Weary, Bella down the baseline and pushed out, but lost handle on the basketball.
Another turnover by Daytona. And here's the thing to remember, it's early. We're getting subs in, Jeff. Eastern Florida starts their star and then 4 reserves. Now they're going to bring in some of these starters.
Going to change things. Ashley Battle comes in now for the Titans, one of those aforementioned. Freshman out of Sunrise will run the show here with the Titans down 2. It will be Hassett, not that time. Big rebound for the Falcons coming out of there. Nia Brown. Inside to Moxie. Job working around the perimeter. Baseline 3 is good. Knocking it down, Tasia Johnson.
Well, you can see so far, Eastern Florida, they're double teaming Moxie and leaving other people open, and Daytona's made them pay.
Said at the outset, this won't be a cakewalk tonight for sure. Now the backdoor feed to Hassett. Hassett has her first 2. Titans are on the now 2 field goals. They trail 7-4.
Daytona's bench thought there was a travel on that. Wasn't called. Hassett gets her first shot.
How Hassett getting her hands in there to steal it away. Now she's doubled and jump ball. Get tied up. And alternating possession gives it back to the Falcons.
I like Hassett showing off defense. Her arms are so long. Yeah, I'll just put my hand up, see if I can steal it.
Right. 3-point advantage here for Daytona. Bradshaw's got it. Working down to Moxie. A lot of attention from Hassett. Kick out to Brown.
Is she all right?
Just inside the 3, and yeah, Battle comes up a little lame. Might have stepped on a foot. And immediately off the bench comes Redondo Ceribas.
That was not good, Jeff.
So it's just a little stinger. You got to walk it off.
It's early, but you knew that was serious.
Press again here. And they back out. Handling the ball, Redondo Ceribas. Kulikovska. First look at the Latvian. Losing the left handle there was Reed.
Help her out.
Yeah, we'll stay with Eastern Florida, but being hassled.
What do we got? 10 seconds on the clock here. Got to be ready.
Redondo Ceribas. 7 to shoot. Reed was calling for it. Said he'll go to Hassett with 3 to shoot. We'll take Moxie off the dribble, draw the foul. As shot clock expires. Foul before it, though.
It's a beautiful move going to the rim. And you can see that's why Virginia Tech is very excited about bringing this young lady there to Blacksburg. I mean, goes to the 3, pump fake, go to your right. I like it going right to the lane.
It's the first. Amelia leads the team. 84% free throw shooter. She's 42% from beyond the arc as a 3-point shooter. Talk about a weapon at every level. She's 6'3". Titans have tightened it up. 1 of 2 there from Hassett. I believe that's her first, just her second free throw miss was 31 of 32 coming in the last stretch of games. So you just saw something rare. A lot of energy being expended here by Daytona here in this first quarter. They continue to lead by 2. Among the trees, shot up, no good. Hassett the rebound.
And she's bringing it up, Jeff.
Right. Shot does not go.
Oh,
Here's
clean.
the follow back from Reef. Gets blocked.
This is a fantastic start by Daytona. Fantastic. Look at this. Being patient and getting that clean.
Yep. Clean block from Moxie. Does have 4.5 of them per game, as we mentioned. And Daytona State has a 7-5 advantage here. Tron Griffin now in his 3rd season, former athletic director at Atlantic High School up in Port Orange. He was an assistant at Stetson when they went to the WNIT. Coach at Georgia State, Prairie View A&M. As a player, played football and basketball at Bethune-Cookman. So a good fit in Daytona Beach for sure for the Jacksonville native. And he's really building this program now in his 3rd season.
You're absolutely right, and he's got to be very happy with the start of this game where you're up 2 points. And I'm sorry, I've seen Eastern Florida play this whole season. This might be one of their slowest starts to a game I've seen. And essentially, you've won 21 in a row. You got to play better than this.
Yeah. The rest of the way, you've already won the conference. You're looking ahead to bigger things. That's when the banana peel can step in, right? You got to find ways to motivate on different nights if you're MJ Baker. But that's something you learned as a team, to be the favorite and how to play as a favorite, which they've done admirably all season. You mentioned it, right? They haven't lost since early in the season when they were down a couple of key players. Have not been touched in conference. That one off the mark. Hassett trying to track down the loose ball right along the sideline, able to do so. Letting it fly from long distance. Hassett, her first 3, 6 points now for Amelia. Oh, could not handle it. It was a nice looking pass. Too tall for Alicia Spann.
Just going back to Amelia, I mean, you think about the rebound she got where she went out to the 3-point line to go get it, then pass it, and then they came back to her. You reward her for her hard work. That's team basketball, and this is, I'm sorry, the best player in the state of Florida.
Yes.
Just unbelievable.
Kenny Baker of the Hokies watching this. Like, he's already got like a top 6 recruiting class, and then he brings in from the JUCO ranks one of the best players. Hassett, not troubled at all. She'll shoot another.
Back-to-back replays for Eastern Florida by the same player. I like this. This is my house. I know where to go. Put it in the rim and score.
If you follow women's college basketball, Elizabeth Kitley will probably be moving on this year. The team that made the Final Four last year out of the ACC. Georgia Amore, fellow Australian native like Hassett. Maybe she'll come back. One of the best shooters next to Caitlin Clark.
Stepped out.
Titans will have the basketball. They trail by 4.
That's another sloppy turnover by Daytona. I hate to say it, but it is. You look at this game so far. Hey, we're in this. We got to cut down those turnovers.
Quickly to Reith. Turned over. Just a little fast and loose here. And Daytona's trying to pounce. 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
Well, Battle comes back into the game, and then just having problems there on defense. Had to go with the foul. Good first quarter so far.
Right, Falcons to inbound here. Taja Johnson sends it all the way to the top of the key. Picked up by Brown. Down low, scoop. Go high off the glass, does not fall. Battle back in there, that's good to see. On the left-hand dribble, pops it up. Can't get it to go. Loose ball grabbed by Spann one more time. Sophomore out of Sumter, South Carolina. They're on the ground. From the wing, off the front iron. Hassett unable to grab the rebound, but it will be possession Eastern Florida.
Hess is doing it all here in the first quarter, and especially, you know, three-point shooting, layups, getting steals, boxing out. I mean, rebounds, everything for this team.
Hassett at halfway turns it over. Press causing some problems. Cannot convert on the other end. It's been 7-11 for a while. I think I want a big gulp.
Look at that.
Hassett out jumped that time.
She gets in your head, and then you second guess your shots.
Out jumped Span. Now she'll let it fly from long distance again off the front iron. No good. It will be Falcon basketball.
You could tell so far, 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Both teams are still trying to figure each other out. What type of game are we going to play?
Should know each other. Played twice already this season, but yes. Each game is its own season,
Yes.
right? Its own story, its own package. How about that entry ball in, and drawing the foul is Alicia Span.
And they've had that so far here in the first quarter. They've gotten position down low like you want to do on offense. They just need to finish those plays if they're Daytona.
Span will go to the line to shoot two. She's a 72% free throw shooter. That's among the best on this Falcons team. First one swishes through. That breaks that 11-7. Now it's 11-8. All right, makes them both. Titans down 4. Again, more pressure. Got across that timeline, able to do so. Good patience shown down low by Court. Jaden Court has her first bucket.
If you play basketball, you practice that every single day at practice, and that was how you break down a press.
That's what we call the Top Gun shot, where you request permission for flyby. Minute to play here, and Shane gets it to go, will shoot another. Bella Weary showing why she's the leading scorer on this team at 15 points a game.
Wow.
Battle picks up the personal.
You weren't sure. You're like, wait, is this a travel? No, she still had it. This is some Matrix action right here, Jeff. Because this is like, I'm going here, no, I'm going here.
Neo.
That was pretty.
Bella, 74% free throw shooter. Been active defensively with her hands. Leads the team in steals per game as well. Out of Jacksonville's DME Academy, and makes the old-fashioned three-point play. 13-12 to score. Inlet. 3 on the way. Count it. Ezra Sen.
I know it's early, but that was a big momentum shot for Eastern Florida.
Down out of Istanbul, coming up on the 30-second mark. Titans have slowly taken control here, now up 4. It's an 8-0 run.
Just a turnover again.
22.8 on this first quarter clock. Again, to break a small press here. Quickly out to Kulikowska. Tries to change hand, get rid of it just in time. Redondo Cerribas has it. 10 seconds here in the quarter. Guarded by Weary, trying to put it in, and Moxie stepped in front. Down to 2, got to get it off. At the buzzer, it will count if it goes, but it does not. 16-12. Falcons played a really good first quarter, but they trailed by 4 here as the Titans the last couple of minutes started turning up the wick.
You were telling me, you know, this is the third matchup of the season by these two teams. Eastern Florida won the first 2. My point is, if you're Daytona, what did we do well, what did we not do well in those first two matchups, then let's make adjustments. It looks like even though they're losing after one quarter by 4 points on the road against one of the best teams here in the state of Florida, things are starting to look a little better. It looks like the adjustments they're making is working. The key for Daytona, they got about 4 or 5 turnovers on offense. They've got to clean those up moving forward. But you know what? Right now, if you look at this game, looks like we got a ball game tonight.
Titans running away in the standings and hiding from everybody in the conference. 17-0. Again, number 6 in the country. Hillsborough in second, 11-6, followed by Florida Southwestern, 9-7, Indian River 9-8, and then this Daytona State team, much better than the record indicates, at 8-9 in league play. But that's where we're at. Titans have 3 after tonight. The first of 3 at home here, in fact. They'll have Miami-Dade and Hillsborough to follow before finishing on the road at St. Pete. Then that state tournament coming your way as March Madness gets moving.
So we're talking adjustments for Daytona. What does Eastern Florida bring to the table here in the second quarter? Haven't shot a lot of outside shots. We'll see what they try to do here.
Second quarter begins. Titans basketball. Ashley Battle on the wing, letting it fly. Courts in and out. Moxie got a hand to it. Help corral that rebound. Brown will get credit for it. On the fly from long distance, an air ball. Hassett can't keep her hands on it. Will stay with Daytona State.
Push offense.
It's a foul, trying to create a little space. A little too much.
Daytona didn't agree with that call.
Battle. Pass it. Top of the key, giving it up to Shen. On the left hand, back to Hassett. Top key, 3 on the way, off the mark. One and done. You're limiting the Titans' chances if you can get the rebound after a miss.
Well, you were saying, hey, Hassett shoots 42% from 3, but she's also your best rebounder on offense and defense.
Correct. Good point. No good. Shen the rebound. A lot of one and dones here. Battle. Trying to take it all the way. No, the give up. Just inside the top of the key is Chikwemba. Got 4 points now.
Yeah, I like both her buckets so far tonight. It's been a big help.
Averaging 4.5, so almost with the average. Got the start tonight. A little check in on Moxie. Showing her Moxie the low post, drawing a foul.
See, if you're Hassett down low, that, like you said, that's going to be the battle tonight. You got to make sure you're smart moving forward because they're going to call
They're going to try to get you off the floor. Yep. Wow, another one. On Span.
Man, that's 2 quick team fouls.
Sorry, Nia Brown, 12, not 21.
On offense.
Titans by 6 in the basketball here. Just underway in the second quarter.
Yeah, Eastern Florida's not going on a run yet so far in this game. Let's see what they can do here over the next 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, we saw in that game 10 days ago against St. Pete. Boy, that was as easy as it comes for Hassett.
Freight train coming at you. Get out of the way.
Well, it's a hectic pace to this game. Hassett may pick up the foul there.
Yeah, see, this is not good. That's 2 quick fouls on Hassett.
She'll have to sit. Bulikasa comes off the bench. Take a look here.
Look at this. Not today.
Trying to draw the foul.
Hey, it's a mismatch. You capitalize on it. That's what you're supposed to do.
Here's Weary with 3 points thus far. Trying to hit a couple from the line. Able to make the first.
But a key point to this game, Hassan just picked up her second foul in 2 possessions. I mean, all right, if you're Daytona, what are you going to do about it? There's turnover.
Turns it over.
What?
Now, finally getting that to go is Bella Weary.
The refs must have said she got blocked on the first attempt.
Kulikowska. And another turnover here. Titans leading by just 5.
Great D.
Good back line defense. Here's a long touchdown pass. Kulikowska cannot quite corral that one. A lot of running here. A lot of back and forth.
I know that won't show up in the stat sheet, but that was great transition defense by Eastern Florida, because that should have been an easy bucket for Daytona.
Just inside, does not go. Oy, getting it up and down between 3 defenders. Doing a number, Elisa Span.
Hey, keep it up.
She's
Keep
got
it
4. Yeah.
Keep attacking the rim. Hassett's on the bench. Go for it.
It's like the bar is now open, you know, down low without. Good give. You make it count. Right down Broadway, up and good for Eastern Florida's Azari Adams, her first bucket.
Nice. Adams had the confidence to go to the rim. I like it.
22-17. Put it back on the floor, Harris over to Bradshaw. Trying to force that in to Span, didn't work. And travel, picked up the foot.
That was very physical on that possession, and then they go with the travel.
A frenetic pace to this one. Whoops. And turned over. Battle off her foot.
You summed up the first half with one word, whoops, because there's been a lot of turnovers so far.
I think that word's going to come up in your interview at halftime with Coach M.J. Baker.
Yes, it is.
The question is, will it be you that asks, or will she come out with it first?
I don't think I'm going to have to ask any questions.
Just here's the mic,
the
Coach.
mic. Go for it.
Those are the best interviews, yeah? And you just let people go, and you just listen. Here's Battle. Under 6 to play. Boy, nicely corralled by Shen. Can't get the shot to go from distance. Stewart has it for Daytona State. They trail by 5. Quickly down low. Fast hands, good turnaround shot. Span now has 6.
The question is, how long do you keep Hassett on the bench with the 2 fouls?
I say till halftime. Well, depends. If it gets really tight, then it changes, but that's 3 right now. I think if you're MJ Baker, you want to see what you got. How do you have what kind of reaction do you see here?
Well, you can see with that call, I feel like the refs are, all right, now we're even on the 2 offensive calls here.
Right.
All right, let's keep this clean now moving forward.
Redondo Cerebus will check in at the next dead ball. A little reach in.
It's interesting, first quarter, very clean. We're going up and down the court, and the look on MJ's face says it all, like, what is going on here? So many fouls on both ends.
Kenzie Otten picks up the personal. And cheaply given away. So away to Redondo Cerebus. 5 minutes to play here in the opening half. Adams, how about the feed? Kick out. Off the front iron, no good. Big rebound for Redondo Cerribes. In the lane, Adams can't get it to go. Trying to get a third bite at the apple, able to do so. Adams, no! Had 3 shots on this possession, and now the pins come tumbling down.
Fantastic hustle by Eastern Florida, by the way. Okay, all right. I know they didn't score, but they showed heart on that offensive possession. Hey, we're going to just keep scratching and clawing and try to score. Here's how you look at this game. If you're just bombing in watching this, 22-19. Hassett has 2 fouls. She's on the bench. She hasn't been on the court for 2 minutes. If you're Daytona, why don't we have the lead? What is going on here? We're not capitalizing on offense. That's what you got to be saying right now if you're Daytona.
16-12 at the end of the first quarter. The Titans trailed most of that first quarter, came on strong late. And it's been kind of a stalemate here in the second quarter thus far. So glad to have you along. First of 2 basketball matchups here on WEFS this evening. The men will follow 1 and 2 in the state in that game, but right here we have the 6th best team in all the land in Eastern Florida State in a bit of a tussle with the rivals from right up I-95.
Well, if you've been watching college basketball at any level, no one is safe on any given night. No. I can't stress. We see this all the time. Like, oh, we saw this upset. I'm like, really? Are you sure? Every night we get an upset.
So like Kansas and Texas Tech last week, right? Kansas is ranked 6th and they were underdogs. I guess it's crazy. And they lost, but so I guess the line setters were correct. Daytona State has those Kansas-style numerals on their jerseys. The stick-to-itiveness there, getting that shot off. Kaja Stewart putting it on the floor and getting a chance to go to the line and get some points.
Haven't had the lead since what? It was like 7-5 early in the first quarter. Right. This has been a grinder-type game. Stewart, originally out of Ithaca, New York, but started at Tampa Catholic High School on the west coast of Florida. Bit of a women's basketball powerhouse. Stewart, a 62% free throw shooter, makes 1 of 2. But they get the putback. Zoe Tennell, I think. We are tied, buddy. We are tied. 22 all. Deuces are wild across the board. Second quarter, 22-22. Get around to Shen. 8 to shoot. Here's Reef. Help her out. Reef getting a score in this one. How about just willing it to go, Chekwemba? 2 more, gives her 6 on the game. And the Titans back in front. That was big. They needed a shot. Someone stepped up finally. Again. Walking with the basketball there. So they're calling it tight, the referees tonight. Look at this. Old bozo bucket action right there. Take a little trip in the paint. Little Sherwin-Williams. Going with the press again, Jeff. And you wonder how that's going to affect him in quarter 3 and 4. Nope. Air ball from Lawton. And by the way, I know no current student has any idea who bozo buckets are, all right? I understand the reference. I get it. Well, you made the reference. I do understand it. Yeah, 2-point game right now. Let's see what Daytona's got. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. There's Weary. Loses the handle. Somehow comes away with it. Look what I found, and then given right away. Tron Griffin. Oh, he is not happy. You know, he's thinking, look, all right, 2-point game against one of the best teams in the country. Certainly take that. Just got to be cleaner with the basketball right now. Foul committed by Weary. That's her leading scorer. You don't want to get her in foul trouble. It's her second, and she'll have to take a seat. Hey, and I think you're right. I think Hassett, we're going to keep her for the second half. I don't think she's coming off that bench here. And I think MJ Baker and her coach staff's telling her players, all right, figure it out with 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
You want your kids to be problem solvers. Oh, how about that? That solves it. Solve for X. Nice. The inbound, the finish, the pace of that finish. Take a look here, Mark.
Yeah, keep it coming. So what, you got 8 points now here in the game. Keep it coming. This has been big so far here in the first half.
Got 8 and the absolute dime court. Two and a half to go. Reith. Shen, 3 on the way. Rattles in and out for court.
That could have been a big difference maker here in the first half.
Great pace to this game if you're a basketball fan. Down low. Kick out. That one can't get home. Team fouls 5 to 4 now. Titans inbounding. Again, running numbers. Tron Griffin to keep this frenetic pace up defensively. They get it across the timeline. Down low, waiting for it. Chikwemba has 10. Remember, she averages 4.5. Her season high this year is 12 against Miami-Dade, 2 away from that. So you need somebody to step up with Hassett off the floor. She's been the answer. This is Naisha James. And the shot does not go from Brown. And help her out. Able to get it to court. So you got to keep your mouth going. Be vocal. Shen for 3. Not that time.
Look at this.
Oh, Redondo Ceribes. Great effort defensively. 15 to shoot.
Make this one a good one. As we're getting a timeout.
Yeah, I'm going to check Redondo Ceribes there after that effort defensively. Titans have a 6-point advantage, just a shade over a minute to play in this opening half, Mark Moses.
You know, we talk about Hassett being out with 2 fouls. She's the best player on this team. I mean, one of the best players in the state and in the country. I can't give her enough accolades there. But she's in foul trouble. She's on the bench. Who is going to step up for this team? And you look at Andrea, I mean, what, 10 points so far here in the first half? She's been phenomenal. They needed it. Someone steps up so far, and she's called it.
General Studies major and season high 12, so 2 away from that. Daytona State coming in. They won 5 of their first 6 games this season. And alternated wins and losses since dropping an 88-84 decision against Hillsborough on the 23rd of January. Just trying to get a consistent run out of them. And now under a minute to play. Titans by 6. The basketball, Redondo Ceribes. The kick out, 17-footer does not go. Rebound for the Falcons, Nia Brown. Bradshaw. Switches to her right hand, works it down low, turned over. Those are racking up for both teams here in this first half. Reith. Redondo Ceribes in her right hand. Another kick out. Lynn Reith. About a 8-second difference between the shot and the game clock. Not going to matter there. Court's first 3 of this game. It extends the lead out to 31-22. 11 to play. Down low to Moxie. No, but draws the foul. With 4.9 to go here in this half. And down 9.
Send the Moxie to the line.
couple of offensive substitutions to come in after this. So you got Battle and Adams, two really good ball handlers, will come in for this final 4.9. Moxie 65% for the line this year. This is the first. This is both. Clock begins immediately, turned back over. Down to, boy, right as the shot clock goes. I was screened a bit there. I think Bradshaw got the bucket. Doesn't matter, does cut it to 7, 31-24 here at the break. So the turnovers may be a story here, as this is a little closer than Coach MJ Baker would like. Some things to think about going forward in this second half as crowd continues to build for second half of this game and then the second half of our doubleheader afterwards. Everybody looking on with great interest. 31-24. Head coach MJ Baker is with our Mark Moses to talk about that first half.
Coach, 7-point lead at half. What have you seen so far?
I mean, we're battling. Both teams are bringing everything they have, and it's a battle. We got a little foul trouble, so our point guard and one of our best players, Amelia, has been in foul trouble sitting most of the second quarter. So the good thing is the third quarter will be in good shape.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks for watching, y'all.
We thank you for watching wherever you happen to be, whether you're here on the Space Coast. Glad you're with us on WEFS. One half down, another half to go. We'll start that third quarter in about 15 minutes. 31-24, Titans in the lead here at the Titan Fieldhouse.
It's not just a club. It could be a second home for you. You know, you can treat it as a club and it can still be beneficial to you, but you'll get so much more if you just treat it as a home and just a tight-knit group. Like, these can be your extended brothers and sisters. It can be your extended, you know, uncles, as Uncle Mike is quick to say. Mr. Cador is quick to say. He's always Uncle Mike, and he's always calling you nephew. He's always saying that's your cousin, stuff like that. So it's like with that mentality, he's trying to make this a family thing, because that's what it is. That's the initial goal, is for you to feel like you have extended family that you can reach out to, and you know, whatever you need help with on your path of life.
I'm an asthmatic myself and have breathing problems and had to suffer through being a child and through adulthood, and you know, it's well maintained myself through my pulmonologists, and being able to help other people breathe easier and to recognize signs and symptoms and be able to teach them beyond what a pulmonologist can, because we're more trained in, you know, they have a broader spectrum of what they cover, where we're more narrow focused on it. It allows me to actually take care of myself better and to be able to instruct my patients to manage their asthmatic problems as well. If somebody was asking me about Eastern Florida Respiratory Care Program, I would highly recommend it. It's a great program. I came out of the automotive racing industry and had no experience whatsoever in the medical field, and the program, with the support courses leading in, gave me all the tools and necessary skills to become a good respiratory therapist in the field. I would highly recommend it.
We can't emphasize enough, as soon as a student gets confused, and it could be a very small piece of the content that they just missed, as soon as they understand they're confused, if they could come in, the tutor can turn that around quickly and get them back on track.
Usually the results they'll get in the class are increased the earlier they come in the semester. So I encourage people right from the start of the semester to come in and use the lab. That's why we're here.
We can explain it to you, right after class, compared to you cramming for yourself right before a test. And I mean, while we can help with that a little, it's not as successful as the students that come in regularly.
Even just the first week, even if you don't have anything to do the first week, just come in, see that we're here, and we can even help you get started on some of your first essays or first assignments.
As far as I know, we are the only technical welding program in Brevard County. On the one-year degree, you end up taking multiple AWS certifications, and we hold you to those standards. So by the time you graduate, go to work for somebody, you've already passed that test. Brevard County has a lot of industry in the welding trade. So we have Space Center, we have a lot of companies around here that support the Space Center. It starts working out, the companies will start looking back at the school and say, hey, yeah, I like what they're producing, he's helping me out, and then they start calling more and more and make one heck of a program at this school where everybody wants to come here and we want to put them to work. You know, my goal always is, you know, try to be the best at whatever you do.
Basically, if you're joining the Eastern Florida, just become part of the Cyber Tie-ins, even if you're not going for a cybersecurity degree. The knowledge transfer that happens in that club applies to any tech degree, not just cybersecurity.
So the thing that really was a turning point for me in this field actually was the club itself. The club gave me an opportunity to really explore and also gain confidence in myself that I didn't have before.
But yeah, being the president for the cybersecurity club, it definitely led me into being in a more of a leadership role position. A lot of the employers, especially for students, they want to see that you're interact. They want to see you in competitions and stuff because they really do look into those things.
Back at the Titan Fieldhouse, Titans of Eastern Florida State College in front by 7, 31-24 here against Daytona State College. So glad to have you along wherever you happen to be. Jeff Radcliffe alongside Mark Moses. Well, Coach talked a little bit about the foul trouble. Amelia Hassett is who she was referring to. Had to go to the bench, about 4 or 5 minutes to go. Sat out the rest, but leading the way with 10 points, but we do have players picking up the slack.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And you look at Andrew, 10 points so far? Her average is 4 points on the season. That has been huge, but you called it. You said it right there. About the 5-minute mark, you said, hey.
Don't put her back in.
Don't put her back in. Let's see what the rest of the team can do. And they really stepped up. Now, look, it's only a 7-point lead right now, but I think the biggest stat, and we have the official stats. You hear that? I like it. We have 15 turnovers by Daytona. That's the difference in this ballgame so far, Jeff.
Right, and points off of those turnovers, certainly a consideration. Yeah, I was able to see it. Now I don't, but there was a lot of them. I believe it was 15 points off of those turnovers. So yeah, that's going to be a point of emphasis for Tron Griffin.
Yeah, and if you're Eastern Florida, I don't think you've shot well. I don't think your three-point shooting's not been there. I don't think this has been a good first half. And you still have the lead. That's what you got to be positive about this.
Right. So you need people to step up. So first of all, we talk about Amelia Hassett, 11 total points.
This was nice. Going with a three-point shot, Jeff. And then, I love the extra pass. That's teamwork right there, and she finishes it for the and one. And then the defense as well. Look, she was the best player on the court. And then in that second quarter, picked up 2 quick fouls, and she didn't play most of the second quarter.
Only 8 minutes.
Look at it. I love this as well. That's on the highlight reel.
She picked up her foul just after that. Then, Andrea Chikwemba, 10 points. To pick up that slack. You're looking for people off the bench when you're in these situations, when you're in the state tournament, in the national tournament. She could be the answer.
Yeah, and this is just confidence boost for your bench. Put them in situations where they need to help this basketball team. And she did. Now, look, this game ain't over, buddy. We got a whole second half coming up, and it's anyone's ball game.
The Falcons spreading it out. Bella Wary with 6, Alicia Spann with 6. Again, they want to deal with that turnover. Also kind of getting out actually rebounds even at 16. So, but the energy that they are expending would be a concern. But it's kept them in the game thus far. We see what happens here as we go to the second half. We'll be right back with that third quarter right after this on WEFS with the Titans by 7.
You get into this service because you want to help people and you want to do those things, you want to help your community. And this is where I was raised, these are my people, and so it was just a natural instinct to pick Eastern Florida. Anywhere you go, you're always with somebody, you always need backup, you always need help. Not one of us can do it by ourselves. We're only as strong as our weakest link. That's how we train out here. Right now there's 13 of us and we train as 13. And without that 13th person, we're no longer a team. In my life, always working out. It's something that I love to do anyway, so I like to stay in shape. But it's definitely a necessity being out here on the fire grounds. And you think about it in a sense, you want someone who's going to come in when your life is on the line or anybody else's life matters. It's important to stay healthy and stay strong. We have more than 20 instructors per class that we have the ability to use. The people teaching us are the ones doing it, have their hands on it every day. I'd highly recommend Eastern Florida and the Fire Academy here.
Are you looking for a career in a medical field that is in demand, always evolving, and makes a real difference in people's lives? Diagnostic medical sonography is a dynamic professional field with high earning and growth potential. A diagnostic medical sonographer is a highly skilled professional who uses specialized equipment to create images of structures inside the human body that are used by physicians to make a medical diagnosis. Eastern Florida State's Diagnostic Medical Sonography Associate of Science degree program lays the foundation for entry into this field, with additional opportunities to continue your education with specializations in vascular sonography, adult cardiac sonography, and other areas based on students' interests. Students can even earn their Applied Health Science Bachelor of Science degree with a medical imaging specialization. The Associate of Science General Concentration track is a full-time, 5-semester program accredited by the Commission on Accreditations of Allied Health Education Programs. The coursework includes detailed classes in anatomy, physiology, pathology, physics, instrumentation, and scanning techniques. In addition, students apply sonography skills learned in labs and classes to clinical settings with externships in hospitals throughout Brevard County. To see a detailed breakdown of the application process, prerequisites, coursework for each semester, as well as information on job placement and potential salary for medical sonographers, visit our website at easternflorida.edu/go.
We welcome you back to Bruce Bochy Field in Melbourne. We are ready for a little baseball here as we approach the 6 o'clock hour here on the Space Coast. Mike Parsons, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Finally, we get to get some, a very, very abbreviated warm-up for St. Pete when they got here.
Yeah, for sure. So, bus was definitely later than they thought. And so they got here about an hour ago, and now we're ready to play some baseball.
Well, let's first off talk up this pitching matchup, and for St. Pete, it's somebody weren't quite ready for, but it's Andres Bermudez, 0-2 this season thus far.
Yeah, sure. We weren't expecting it, making his second start of the year, but 10 strikeouts in 10 innings. He's given up some runs, but we'll see how he does today. Big right-hander, 6'2", from Lake Nona.
Right, we'll see him. He's a former Lion, so that will be in the bottom half of the inning. But for the Titans, you got Owen Simmons. You got to say one of the aces of the staff.
Yeah, for sure. He's been the bulldog of the staff. He's been the game one starter all season. He's making his 10th start today. And, he really is the leader of the group. We'll see fastball 91, 93. It has a slider, changeup as well. Every once in a while, a curveball slides in there.
All right, here's the lineup he will face for St. Petersburg. Leading things off is Mel Riviera. He is the left fielder. Len Nunez and Jose Rangel bat second and third. Drew Pines is the cleanup hitter. Yariel Pastrana, the right fielder, bats in the 5-hole. Gio Coutinho in the 6, followed by Jovad Davis, Esteban Olivares, and the third baseman, Logan Zavallo. Will try to turn that order over for St. Pete College. So they are 3-29 on the season, just 1-17 in conference play. And, you know, Oscar Espada, their head coach, obviously they've had some adversity this year, including engine trouble with a bus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of one of those seasons for them. But this is a night that maybe they can right ship against one of the better teams in the conference.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, if you're St. Petersburg, you go into a conference game like this and you think, you know, this is the one that might turn things around. You know, they are hitting well, so it's just been the pitching. So we'll see what Andres Bermudez does today.
Yeah, and if you're you're Stephen Brown, this is a series you want to take all three in order to kind of catch up to the rest of the pack at the top in the top half of the standings. So I have a feeling if they don't get all three, he's not going to be a happy camper.
Yeah, for sure. It's one on the roster that when you look at, you're saying, you know, we need to get all three of these. We definitely have to win the series, but all three would be the way to go. And you know, Owen Simmons is a good way to start.
Simmons will face Mel Rubiera to lead things off. Sophomore left fielder out of Miami, batting .340. Leads the team in runs scored with 21 should he get on. 12 stolen bases. First pitch is outside of ball.
Simmons kind of struggled his last outing, but overall has really good numbers. Been in the top 10 most of the year in the state in the ERA and strikeouts.
And gets away 0-2, and the left-hand hitting Rubiera is ahead in this count.
Got 2 up.
Yeah, and Rubiera's, you know, a dangerous hitter. He's got 4 triples, got some speed, couple doubles, .340 average. So yeah, he's definitely somebody they want to get off the bases.
Multiple hits in 4 of the last 6 games, and there's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball there from Simmons to get things started.
Comes at him outside corner. Count runs to 3-1.
Got 3-1.
Just missed outside. You don't want to start off with a walk.
No, definitely not. You know, it's when you have a team that's struggling, you don't want to give them any hope.
The first 3 hitters are really the heart of this team, and now it runs full 3-2.
Got 3-2. Yeah.
Simmons has a lot of movement to his pitches, so for him, he wants to start in the middle and just let that work on the outside and inside.
Foul ball. Not sure if he took that off the top of the shoe, but he's certainly walking gingerly after that.
Yeah,
Mike picked up the reaction. So he'll rub some dirt in it. That's life as a baseball player. So it goes down and foul. It was a foul ball, 3-2.
All right, we're still at 3-2.
Sophomores
Here we are.
Started all 30 games this year. And he will take the walk.
So yeah, now we gotta see if he is off and running early.
There's a look at the Eastern Florida defensive setup. Bo Tabola is the battery made of Simmons. It's Mack, Jackson, Cerrone, and Mendez across the infield. Vera, Smith, and Davis left to right in the outfield. And first pitch swinging there, gobbled up by Cerrone. Nope, got through. And in there safely at third. No, he's out.
What a throw from Jeff Davis there. Left
the
fielder.
Gun. So Rubiera erased at third. Nunez in on the fielder's choice then. Or would you give him a hit there?
Actually, I give that an error. And
yeah, yep.
And he stayed at first, actually, so.
Right. So you trade the out for the base runner. Third batter to hit is Jose Rangel, sophomore from Maracay, Venezuela. Batting .327, leads the team in RBIs with 18 and 13 stolen bases. Also leads the team.
Yeah, really good numbers from your shortstop.
Up the middle, just past Simmons. Taking himself, trying to turn two, and they got him.
Really nice play there by Cerrone. Kept it himself, throws the first.
So it goes 4-3 on the double play, and the Titans are out of the inning.
Really nice range.
No runs, no hits, so runner left. We go to the home half. 0-0. Okay, check the batting order here for the Titans as we go to this home half. Eastern Florida will be led by Kevin Smith, Bo Tabola, and Ryan Cerrone. So they bat 1, 2, 3. Gustavo Mendez is the cleanup hitter, followed by Jeff Davis, who had that fabulous throw from right field. Bryce Jackson, the shortstop, is batting 6, followed by Shane Thomas, Jason Mack, and Jamel Vera bats in the 9-hole to try to get back it up to Kevin Smith, who is a special hitter who we'll see first. And there is the defensive setup for St. Pete. Pines is the catcher, Zavala, Rangel, Coutinho, Olivares in the infield, Rubiera, Davis, and Pastrana in the outfield. So a couple of good defensive gems here for the Titans defensively to, you know, after the leadoff walk, you're a little nervous.
Yeah,
and then
for
they
sure.
hit the ball hard on the second one, but the throw on the third was perfect.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Jeff Davis with a great throw gets things going, and then Ryan Cerrone turns that double play, and all of a sudden what could be a troubling inning ends up pretty easy, and now we can come to bat and see what happens.
Brian Bernard is the home plate umpire today. Out on the base paths, you've got Zach Burr. Bernard, 14 years of experience. Graduate of the Wendelstedt Umpire School back in 2012 up in Ormond Beach. He's from New Smyrna and loves to surf. So up and down the east coast of Florida, you got some good spots. Zach Burr was an umpire in the Indy Pro League and the Frontier League. 12 years been doing it. Married with a 2-year-old. Whereas Bernard, a 12-year-old son, 10-year-old daughter. So I like to humanize the umpires. So
definitely,
especially before there's any calls that Stephen Brown would disagree with, and before they're asked to look out their good eye.
Yep.
Appreciate the work you guys do. Here's Kevin Smith, sophomore, batting .322, takes that one outside a ball. If he gets on, it's an automatic stolen base. He is 4th nationally in stolen bases at 33, and hence why he's going to be going to UNLV next year.
Yeah, for sure. He's got a lot of speed. Plays a great center field. So, yeah, there's already behind 2-0. Bermudez is, so he'll definitely want to throw strikes here and make Kevin earn getting on.
Leads the team in home runs, too. Some pop in the bat.
Ball.
And he's ahead of the count, 2-0.
Got 3 up.
Bermudez on the right side. Gets the strike.
Got 3-1.
3-1. Runs full, 3-2.
Yeah, it just pushed it. It just pushed his glove. It just pushed his glove out.
Good comeback.
Got 3-2.
Bermudez. Here's the payoff. Fisted to the first baseman, Olivares. He'll take it himself, and there's one away. That brings up Bo Tabola, freshman, out of transfer from Western Carolina University, former Catamount. batting from that left side and hitting .337 so far this year.
Oh, it's outside.
Take a ball.
Yeah, and he's been red hot lately. 5 for his last 10. Really started to swing well again.
Trying to be a one-out hitter here. And fits that one to short. That's gobbled up by Rangel on to first, and there's quickly 2 away here in the home half of the first.
Nice play by the shortstop. Making sure it doesn't make that bad hop on him.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to make that decision. Do you want the hop and you back off a little bit, or you attack it? Most coaches will tell you attack it.
Yeah.
With 2 outs, here is Ryan Cerrone, the second baseman, who turned that great double play in the top half of the inning. Sophomore, product of A3 Academy, batting .289. Gets a ball on it, and that will do it. So
really good inning there from
one unassisted, yeah.
Bermudez.
He pitching and fielding. So Bermudez gets it done. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the top of the second right after this.
Build a successful career with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. You can choose from nearly 25 tracks in today's top job fields of business, healthcare, and computer technologies, with classes tailored to meet your needs on campus and online. A bright future awaits you with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu/go/bachelors.
Back at Bruce Bochy Field. Look at our production truck, which is chock full of some of the best. So glad to bring you some baseball here in our last WEFS Eastern Florida telecast of the season. We had to wait an extra hour for it. They're going to make us prolong it as long as we can. And a great early evening here. Some folks have had to wait a little longer than expected.
Yeah, for sure.
Some extra popcorn, perhaps.
So we'll see if Owen Simmons settles down a little bit here in the second.
It did face the minimum, but got a lot of help from his defense in that first inning. It'll be Pines, Pastrana, Catino for the St. Pete Titans here in the top of the second. Pines, a freshman out of Orlando, batting just 159. But has 3 hits in his last 10 at bats, so average going north. Simmons delivers the 1-0, and it's sent deep to right. Tracking it again is Davis for the putout.
Ball carried a little bit. Davis giving a smile there.
Yeah, there's a little whit of a wind that was blowing in. Yeah. No doubt in the end. Yariel Pastrana, sophomore from Trujillo Alto, Puerto Rico.
Definitely one of the better hitters.
Right, .330. 7 doubles. That leads the team on a 5-game hitting streak right now. And fouls that one off and is in a hole 0-2.
Funny enough, Owen gets ahead 0-2.
Ball.
Simmons, the sophomore, native of Greensboro, North Carolina. Came to Eastern Florida of a short stint at Longwood College in Central Virginia, a little beautiful place called Farmville. Sounds like a game on Facebook. and gets the strikeout.
Taboa did a nice job of hanging on. That one was fouled off a little bit, but Taboa will hang on, and first strikeout. Really good play by the catcher.
Quickly 2 down here for St. Pete. Now it's Gio Catino, freshman out of Miami. 5-game hit streak going on right now. Co-leader in doubles with 7, along with Pastrana.
Nice pitch there.
Now 1-1. Upstairs, got him to swing at that. And it's a ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Just missed low.
Got 2 and 2.
Good pitch there.
2s across the board here in this second inning. Catino swings, but it's right at Cerrone. So 3 up, 3 down for the second straight inning.
Yeah, much sharper Simmons in that inning. Looks like he's starting to settle in a little bit. First strikeout. Now, Titans will go to bat and get to see Gustavo Mendez for the first time today.
Each team has just had the minimum batters per inning, which sets us up for what could be a quick game, but both of these teams can hit. The pitching is what really is what has let St. Pete College down this year.
Yeah, definitely. It's hitting wise has not been the problem. It's
the team ERA of 9.43. Yeah. Whereas the Titans are 4.94. Just trying to find what's working.
Yeah, and I think at this point you're just looking
That's
for
why you throw Bermudez.
Exactly. You're just looking for somebody to kind of step up. And you know, that was a really good first inning from Bermudez. In the 91-92 area in the first inning. So pretty good velocity. Definitely has the look.
So Bermudez gets set to start his second inning of work. He'll face Mendez, Davis, and Jackson for the Eastern Florida Titans. Warm-up toss. There's a look at Coach Brown.
Really does like how the team looks at this point in the season. Thinks they can really make a run.
String some wins together here. Davis swinging a miss, strike 1, sophomore out of Assumption High School, batting .338. Trying to get off the schneid, but one of his last 10. Swinging a miss again, strike 2.
Bermudez really coming out throwing strikes.
You have to think Bermudez hasn't been scouted as much as maybe some of the others on the team.
For sure.
Whoa, on 3 straight, sets him down. So Mendez is gone. Sorry, that was Gustavo Mendez. I got ahead of myself. So it's, Davis is up now. Both, though, have been struggling at the plate. So that still rings true.
Yeah, Davis still kind of coming back from getting hit in the face by a baseball, and he's wearing the mask to kind of help protect.
Yeah, you don't want to have it hit again.
Right.
Affects your vision a little bit.
before the injury. He's one of the spark plugs of this team, so
checks it.
Definitely happy to have him back in the lineup.
Ball is strike, didn't check in time.
Ball. Got 2-1.
So Davis now ahead in the count. Two. It's shaping up as a pitcher's duel
It
right
really
now.
is. Bermudez is really looking strong.
Ball.
It's full 3-2.
Got 3-2. Yeah.
One away here, bottom of the second. It's bad on it, but it'll be a foul ball. I'll run it back.
Ooh. If he lost that in the sun, or
well, yeah, anybody that's on that right side of the field is looking directly into it right now. Well, that's why you love to have a left-handed hitter do some damage. But really, a lot of the good defensive plays have happened on that side anyway. 3-2 to Davis. Strikeout victim again. Back-to-back Ks for Bermudez.
yeah, and the 10 in 10 innings is ringing true now as we're starting to see the stuff.
Right. He's on pace. That brings up Bryce Jackson, USF transfer. The base is empty and 2 out. Tries to go off speed, misses high. Ball 1. Jackson 2 for his last 12. Batting 297 now.
It's outside.
Ooh.
Really good eye there.
2-0. Just held off. Ooh, okay, that one's a strike. 2-2.
Got 2-1.
Just hung it. Bermudez sets, fires, swung on and popped up, giving chase. Is it Zavala, or was it Rangel came in?
Rangel came in and made the slide, but nobody really got it.
Yep. It's a long run. There's a lot of foul territory here at Bruce Bochy Field.
Yeah, that one. Rangel takes a long run and makes the slide, and oh, he just missed it. He was there almost. That's a good play.
Running at a ball that's going away from you, too. Okay, 2s across here, 2 and 2, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Oh, Jackson takes one for the team. Hit by pitch, puts the runner on first. And that will bring up Shane Thomas. Look again, and it got him on the upper arm. That's not a bad place to have it hit.
Nope.
Could be
Just
a lot
an inside
worse.
pitch that came in, tailed in a little too far.
Another lefty.
Ball.
That's ball 1.
Thomas had a big home run over the weekend. Has 3 this season. Been really on a hot streak lately.
If you're wondering about Jackson's speed, he does have 2 stolen bases. Not the biggest threat on the team, but he can get there. 2-0 the count here on Thomas. Titans designated hitter, freshman.
Woo.
2-1.
Got 2-1.
He's one that started playing when they had a lot of injuries and really won himself a job. Been hitting all season.
Right.
Ball.
It's always the other side of that.
Right. There's Jackson in there safe on the stolen base. His third of the season.
Yes, sir. 3-1.
Going aggressive here with 2 outs.
Oh, yeah, he took off. He had a good jump. Didn't even slide. Probably should have, but he didn't.
3-1 now on Thomas. And we're going to have a little chit chat as Pines will talk with Bermudez here. Something they're seeing.
Yeah, if you're Bermudez, you just want to do what you were doing early in the inning and just, you know, throw strikes because the stuff's been good.
Runner in scoring position here for Thomas.
Has 17 RBIs this season in just 24 games.
So it's good in big spots.
Ball, that's inside.
Inside, and he'll take the base. First walk issued by Bermudez. So runners first and second. Still 2 out. And Jason Mack will get a crack at this. Sophomore.
Yeah,
third baseman.
He's definitely been a clutch hitter as well, especially lately. Last series against Florida Southwestern, multi-hit games. All 3 games.
Average up to 328. Does have 17 ribbies.
Oh, that's outside.
Just outside. And ahead in the count here.
Starting to see the other side of the Bermudez.
Just trying to find the location. Yeah,
Yeah,
hit a batter, then walked a batter.
That was a
self-inflicted
decent
error.
inside pitch. It just ran in too far, and since then he's struggled.
Chops it slow. This is going to be a tough play, but in time, made by the third baseman, Zavala. And that retires the side. There are no runs, no hits, but 2 runners left on base. And at the end of 2, it is 0-0.
My name is Kenny Neff, and I am enrolled in the Eastern Florida State College welding program. The cost of it actually surprised me on how it wasn't nearly what I thought it would be. My instructors are probably the best instructors I could probably ask for. Your total welding throughout the day, you're probably welding 4 hours, 5 hours. And when the weekend comes, I'm waiting for Monday to come back around because I love welding, just being in there, hands-on, just constantly burning rods.
They're back in Melbourne. Owen Simmons, sophomore righty, about to begin his 3rd inning of work. He's faced the minimum thus far. He'll take on Jovad Davis, Esteban Olivares, and Logan Zavala here in the 3rd.
Yeah, it definitely was sharper in that 2nd inning, so looks like he's rounding into shape. Might look back and say that couple defensive plays in the 1st really were a big difference.
Jovad Davis, center fielder out of Kissimmee, a freshman, batting 188. Let's have a home run, 9 RBIs, and will try to bunt his way on, and that wasn't successful. 0. Ball 1. 1-on-1 on Davis. Olivares on deck. Zavala in the hole.
Ball.
Way upstairs. Ball 2.
Got 2-1.
Takes a crack. Going to be foul. Chasing and running out of real estate is Mack.
Good swing. Just got under it.
Count at 2-2.
Couple of scouts here looking at Simmons today.
Yeah, I can see.
That's outside.
State flower of Florida baseball
Got
field.
3-2.
Those radar guns going up.
Yep.
3-2. Especially this time of year. Cracks it. Just foul, boy, by a couple of inches. Most amount of radar guns I've seen in one game. Continue a bit as he hits it up the middle, gobbled up by Jackson on to first, and Davis is retired. Francisco Lindor, who played his high school ball at Montverde Academy, he's out there doing a story on him, and there must have been 30 scouts. Everyone for every major league team.
Yeah.
Of course, he's had quite a nice career at the top level.
For sure.
I don't know if I'm showing my age by telling that story, because it was a while back. Swing and a miss. This is Olivares, a sophomore designated hitter out of Maracaibo, Venezuela. He's hitting 11 of his last 13, though.
Yeah.
Bit of a burner.
Really been
Strike
hitting
2.
well in March, so it's kind of funny. It looks like Simmons has the scouting report pretty well, because as soon as we say somebody's hitting well, 0-2, and strikes him out in 3 pitches.
We have a second strikeout for Owen.
Just a little off speed, got him out in front.
Here's Logan Zavala, the 9-hole hitter. Third baseman out of Port St. Lucie, Treasure Coast High School, batting 176. Takes a strike high in that strike zone. Should he get on, the top of the order, Mel Rubiera on deck.
Hey!
Said he went.
0-2. On Zavala.
No.
Did he go?
Missed.
Not all the way around, you did.
Just missed a bit high with that one. Close, but he did check. Good call by the first base ump.
And got him. Back-to-back strikeouts to close out the third for Owen Simmons. 3 for the game. He's faced the minimum. And we go to the home half of the third. Zeros on the board. No hits, no runs to speak of yet. Eastern Florida got on with a hit by pitch and a base on balls. And back in the first, St. Pete able to get aboard on a walk, and the fielder's choice in a way, error, and then the double play ball erased it all. So nobody's gotten a hit yet. Got 2 no-hitters going.
Yeah, it's Not been what we
No, not with the ERAs.
what we really thought we were going to see today, but hey, a good pitcher's duel is always fun to watch. Vera will start things off for the Titans. Jamel Vera had 2 really huge hits for the Titans against Florida Southwestern.
And Hinga there?
Yeah.
Not part of the Audubon Society, but it's very common in these parts. Dry on the wings.
Yep.
Good look there, guys. Brown now in his 4th season. Titans 20-14, 9-9, currently in a 3-way tie for 6th in the conference of 12 teams. You've got Indian River, who's ranked 7th in the nation at 14-4. Then it's muddled. You've got 4 teams with 11-7 records, including College of Central Florida, who's ranked 11th, and Florida Southwestern, who the Titans just took 2 of 3 from, ranked 13th. So you can make up some ground in a hurry with a good series.
Yeah, it's really looking like this conference may come down to the last weekend. We're so bunched up.
That's the way it always is, it seems.
It really is.
Jamel Vera batting for the first time, the 9-hole hitter. Vera, freshman left fielder, batting .287.
That's outside.
Takes that for a ball. Does have 15 stolen bases should he get on. That could set up Kevin Smith really nicely. Patience there. He's ahead in the count. 2-0. According to your notes, Mike, he had a big hit in each of the big 2 wins against Florida Southwestern.
Really came up big in both those games. One to tie, and then we went on to win. The other one, the game winner.
Foul off for strike 1.
Got 2-1.
But yeah, he's got a little bit of speed, and so he's a good number 9 hole. He gets on. Kevin Smith can do some damage.
Ooh, swings through that one. Big cut. 2-2.
They look like it was good. It looked like it was right at the border.
Love the insight. Here's the 2-2.
That's outside.
Vera holds off on that one. And count runs full.
Got 3-2.
Bermudez auction fires and right at Catino for the putout.
Hit it
Hit
well.
it hard, yes.
Yeah. Hit it well, it's just right at him.
Back to the top of the order we go, and for the Titans, the order has now seen Bermudez at least once.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they adjust after seeing the stuff now.
They grounded out first, his first at bat. Kevin did.
Ball.
Four home runs, 26 RBIs, 33 stolen bases, 2 triples, leads the team in all of those categories. 1-1 now for Kevin Smith. Curveball didn't curve.
Nope.
2-1.
You're good, man.
Kevin Smith,
I
the
won't
name
get you
of...
on that one. Yeah, 2-1.
This is an oldie but goodie, but isn't Kevin Smith the name of Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob, those 90s movies?
Ball.
Kevin Smith. 3-1 on Smith. Inside, and that will be ball 4. So a runner aboard with 1 out. Second walk issued by Bermudez.
Yeah, we'll see. Bryce Jackson stole the base. Now we'll see what Kevin does.
Right. That's as good as a double a lot of times with 33 of them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Tabola batting for the second time today. The catcher grounded out to short. First time up.
Ball.
As Smith thought about it.
Yep.
Pulled back. Wants to get a good look at this right-hander.
It's not a big lead, but
Baines going, comes back, and Tabola takes a strike. One.
Ball.
Make it 2-1.
Got 2-1.
good pitch just missed there from Bermudez. Such a big difference, 2-1 from 1-2.
Smith still holds. Now a strike, 2-2.
Got 2-2.
Two to Bo.
There he goes.
And Smith's going to be in there standing up. No, it's a foul. Never
Foul
mind.
that off.
Yep. Still in there standing up, just has to walk back. Yep. Had a huge jump. He was going to be in there.
For sure.
As Tabola tried to protect the runner.
He's so tough on pitchers because it's not the leadoff. He's not really getting a huge lead.
Yep.
It just he sees something, he just takes off as soon as he sees it.
Fast twitch. Holds up there. Curveball does not land. 3-2. Took a lot of speed off of that one.
Yeah.
Which also helps a base runner if he were to go.
Another full count for Bermudez.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of those last inning and a
Throw
half.
back to first. He gets away. Smith
And here
will
we
take
go.
second
He's
easily.
looking
Will he
at third
chug for
already.
third? Easily. Round second. Stand up into third. Takes two bases on the error. And now he's going to try to go home. Smith to the plate. He is safe.
And when they say speed kills, that's exactly what they're talking about. That right there.
Titans with a run without the benefit of a hit. So let's score that one around. You've got an error and then two stolen bases. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Stealing
Because it'd be
home?
a two-base error, and
Yeah.
then he stole home from there.
Leaves the bases empty for Tabola, and he will foul it straight back.
Yeah, man.
Tabola
You
gonna
saw
see
him. He hit third, and he was
Oh, he
looking
was-
back the whole way to see
yeah.
what they were doing.
Yeah, he
Didn't take it for granted that
Nope.
I'm not going to be just happy with this.
just like a lot of people would stop at second. You could tell from the beginning he was going to third.
Cracks this to the gap in right center. Running on and making. Nope. Did he have it?
Nope.
It bounced, and that's a double. So Tabola in. I thought for a second Davis might have had a crack at it.
Yeah, no,
Nice
it was a good dive.
But tough from this distance to see if it hit the ground or not. We'll see on the replay here.
Yeah, Bo really drills that one.
Here's the look.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wow, that's close.
Yep.
It's a good dive by the center fielder.
Runner in scoring position. That brings up Ryan Cerrone.
Jova Davis.
All right, here we
nice
go.
play.
Cerrone bounced it back to the pitcher. Got him with the strike, 0-1. Titans on the board here. On the run-in from Kevin Smith. Tabola follows that out with full count double.
That's inside.
1-1. Uda's being stretched this inning a little bit. Runner goes on it way down to third, and I think they got him. Yep.
I had the interference if you would have been safe.
Ah, so you heard that
Yep.
too. It would have been interference anyway. You would have been out. So Tabola is erased, caught stealing at third. Base is now empty with 2 away. Cerrone's at bat will continue 1-1.
It's only the 3rd time this season that Tabola's been caught stealing. That was a good throw.
Yeah,
3-1. Ooh, duck.
So
Well,
Cerrone's
good
gonna walk.
reflexes
Yeah.
right there. Had to go down to his keister to get the walk. But
Yep.
We'll take it. That's the 3rd walk now.
Yeah. 3rd walk of the game, 2nd this inning.
Cerrone aboard. Now we've got Gustavo Mendez, strikeout victim in his first at bat. About a guy hitting just north of 300. Chipola College transfer, so from within state. Swing and a miss. I believe he struck out on 3 straight pitches, if I remember right. Yeah.
Hurt his knee early in the season, has a big knee brace on, and
holds there. 0-2.
one of those things when you're slumping, it's always 0-2, right?
Yeah. Right. Gotta go into defensive 2-out hitter mode. 2-strike hitter mode.
Oh, that's outside.
There, 1-2. You know they're going to throw a couple to try to get you.
Yeah.
See if he goes after him here, though.
That's a good swing.
But right at Catino had another put out. So there is 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. While the Titans have claimed the lead 1-0 over St. Pete College.
The engineering technology program is a 2-year AS degree. It's a lot of hands-on, a lot of industry skills, and our programs are up to date with the local demand. We talk to the local industry and ask them what do they need from our graduate. And so far we're providing a good workforce for the Brevard area. When the student graduate from this program, actually we have a waiting list. A lot of companies want some of our graduates yesterday.
Back in Melbourne, Jeff Radcliffe, Mike Parsons, and our entire WEFS crew bringing you some Titans baseball here on this March afternoon, midweek. First of 3. The other 2 games in this series, Mike, will be in St. Pete on Saturday.
Yep, first game of the doubleheader will be 7 innings, and then the second one will be 9. It's a fairly new way that they do the conference games now, so that they less travel, so that
Right.
We have so many conference games, so it's a long day on Saturdays, but so far this season especially, they've all been really good games, so sometimes doubleheaders get away, but so far that hasn't really been the case.
Stretches your pitching staff on one day too.
It definitely does. But they kind of went to this system a few years ago so that we had to have a pitching staff. It used to be you just play single games and you'd see the same pitcher all the time. So
Melbourne Vieira. I'm sorry. Cut. Back to Simmons on to first. Got him.
Good play by Mendez at first base. Stretching away out.
Well, good job for Simmons to
recover.
Simmons.
And then look at that. Mendez makes sure that foot stays on the bag.
Brings up Lennon Nunez.
Ball that's outside.
Takes a ball. Lennon
reached down.
Reached on that error when Rubiera, who had walked, got caught stealing at third.
Ooh.
And may have their first hit. And drops that in. And the Titans from St. Pete are aboard. So he's made it to the bag twice.
Yeah. DHing today, but plays infield. Nunez does. Has 7 stolen bases, so we'll see if he tries on Tabola.
Brings up Jose Rangel.
Ball.
Sophomore from Venezuela, batting .327, hit into that double play. Turned by Cerrone in the first inning. Outruns 2-0.
Yeah, high one. Didn't really have the grip on that one.
Runner goes. Here's the throw from Tabola. And Nunez in there safe with the stolen base.
Really good jump from Nunez there.
Don't look now. St. Pete College have a runner in scoring position.
He took off really good. So that's the 8th stolen base now for Nunez, and now he's at second.
That's outside.
Rangel has 18 RBIs. That leads the team. Had a hit in 5 of the last 6. Going to try to even the score here. This is the time to do it. Got some aluminum on that, sending it over the fence in third.
Got 3-2. Here we go.
Good. Tops that one foul. 3-2. It stays.
Good job just staying alive. That was a good pitch right in the outside corner.
Runner at second is Nunez. One away here. On deck is Pines, cleanup hitter. And he gets a piece of this. Sending Davis back. He's got it. Will tag and hit third with no problem. So now runner at third on the sac fly.
Davis's throw just a little offline. Nunez with that speed, I don't
he had to
think
run
he would
to
have
get
had
that
him.
ball.
Yeah. So now we'll see what Pines can do. If he can get Nunez home from third.
Pines flied out to right field his last time up.
Let's go, baby.
Got him. Pulled him on that one. 0-1. Run 90 feet away. 0-2 hole.
Really nasty pitch from Simmons there.
Trying to get him to chase, didn't fall for that.
Just a little too far outside to get him to really chase, but
Hines now 3 hits in his last 11 at-bats, but just batting 159. Oh, look out.
Yeah, that's
smoking. Ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the 4th. Titans of Eastern Florida ahead by a single run. Gets it through. That will score the run. An RBI for Pines as Nunez comes home to score. So a big 2-out single for Pines.
Yeah, good at bat from the catcher. Fouled a couple off, got a pitch he could hit. Hits it past Mack at third and ties the game up.
Second hit of the inning now, Yariel Pastrana, strikeout victim back in the 2nd. 2 outs, a runner on first now. Simmons can just focus on the batter here. Will chop to Jackson, long throw over, got him in time. And Pastrana is retired, 6-3, but not before 1 run scores on 2 hits. There was 1 left. And it is tied at 1 as we go to the bottom half of the 4th.
Yeah, really good clutch hitting from Pines there. Making sure we got the run tied up. Nunez showed his speed, and here we are, middle of the 4th, tied up 1-1.
Titans were able to get their first hit of the game in the last inning. See if they can build on that. And Bermudez will begin his 4th inning of work.
Yeah, it'll officially be the longest outing of the season for him.
Try, what is his longest?
It was 3 1/3.
Yeah.
So as long as he gets one out here.
One out, very good, yeah.
But nobody's warming up, so I think
they're going with him.
And really, there's no reason not to at this point. He's got himself out of trouble when he needed to. Just the Kevin Smith that you can't really do much about sometimes.
Right. St. Pete 1-17 in conference. Ahead of them, the target would be Hillsborough Community College. They're 6-12 in conference. So you got to string together some wins here to get out of that basement. Just get some help from your pitching staff.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
this outing so far.
I was going to say more outings like this from Bermudez, that'll help him a lot. Jeff Davis going to lead things off.
Davis, a strikeout victim in the 2nd. The Davis, Jackson, and Thomas scheduled this inning.
Comes out to the Sunshine song. Always funny.
Inside, backed them off a bit.
Yeah, that's someone that's been hit already this season. That's not. He doesn't want to see that one.
Bermudez is like, well, you're wearing a mask, so.
Yeah.
Takes a crack, fouls it back, out of play.
Got 1-1.
Entering this game, batting .338. Home runs. Squares to bunt, but it drops.
Good one.
And he'll reach base, no problem. Turned on the Jets down that first base line. And an infield single for Davis.
Yeah, he caught him off guard, and once the catcher had to come out and try to grab it, he was definitely going to make that.
First I thought, hey, he's popping it up, but it was deadened
Just
enough to
deadened,
where it
yep.
just dropped in between them. No man's land.
Another threat to steal.
Bryce Jackson. Davis, 11 stolen bases.
Got a good lead.
Oh, thought about going. I don't know if he meant to go, but he slipped a little.
Yeah, he had the jump, that's for sure. He had a good 3 steps before the pitch was really thrown.
0-1 on Jackson.
Ball.
Takes something off of that one. Still can't hit. 1-1.
Bryce saw a lot of pitches his first at bat.
Runner goes. Davis on his way to second. He will be in there, and it's an airmail into center field. He'll easily take third.
Oh, he's going to round third. He's going to try.
This is going to be a little closer this time. Getting down, and he just tagged the plate. Bang, bang play. Davis just slides ahead of the tag, and the Titans take the lead again on a play at the plate. Whoa, talk about aggressive.
They're definitely aggressive on the base paths. He sees it going to center field, and he's off to the races, and then stops at third, and then just
got the signal to go.
Yeah. Throw beats him, but the throw's up the line a little bit, and a nice slide. So Titans score both runs with very aggressive running.
1-2 count.
Station to station. And then using the run.
Another strikeout there from Bermudez.
That would be his third as Jackson goes down. And now we got Shane Thomas, the designated hitter, who walked his first time up. Thomas, a freshman, hitting 328. Chatter from the dugout.
Yeah.
Ooh, inside. 1-1.
Got 1-1. Ball.
2-1. Yeah, I think I said station to station. That really means hitting and, hitting and running. But if you're just going to straight just steal everything, that's just aggressive base running.
For sure.
We don't need hits.
Definitely Coach Brown's style. He is an aggressive.
Small ball.
Small ball, likes to run, and these guys definitely do that.
Count 2-2 on Shane. You're right. Yeah.
We've seen we don't need many hits, and we'll score runs.
On outside, count runs full here.
Got 3-2.
One out. On deck is Jason Mack. Fouls that one back.
Yeah,
out of play.
Eastern Florida, good job of striking right back after the game got tied.
Right. How do you answer? Now he strikes him out looking. So 4 strikeouts now for Bermudez, but a run comes home, benefit of 1 hit, but some aggressive base running. And actually, we still got another batter. What am I doing? I'm getting way ahead of myself. Back-to-back Ks.
Oh. Yeah, that one just dropped right in for him.
Jason Mack try to extend this inning.
2 straight strikes, strikeouts again. Second time he's done that.
Another strike. Yeah, he's really starting to settle in.
He's starting to get the off-speed pitch to come over the plate a little bit more. Getting those called for strikes.
Ball. Missed that one. All 1.
That's inside.
2-1.
Got 2-1.
Matt grounded out to third. Back in the second. 0-for-1 going into this at bat. This will be a ground out to first. And that will retire the side, but the 1 run, the 1 hit. And the Titans reclaim the lead as we go to the top of the 5th, 2-1.
The lab that EFSC respiratory program has is very up to date and had actually more stuff than some of the hospitals did. As a student here, working with all that equipment definitely puts you at an advantage, because when you're here for a semester and then you go out, you get to see it on real patients. The lab here is, I would say, above and beyond what you would need to see and what you need to know when you go out to your clinical sites.
Go to the top of the 5th. And the Titans are leading and trailing. Eastern Florida back in front. And now for the 5th inning work for Owen Simmons. Typically, how far does he go before, on a start for him? Is he going to try to get him to 7?
Yeah, but he has had a complete game this season, so he's gone the distance before, but he definitely rides him as the number 1, the ace. He goes until he kind of gets in trouble.
Right. The proverbial Friday night starter,
Yep.
if you go to the Division 1 level, yeah. Gio Catino batting for the 2nd time and swings through that one.
Dirt all my eyes on that.
He lined out to 2nd. Back on the 2nd. He got that shadow right across the mound now.
Yeah.
Make it tough to see that late baseball.
Say you. Get it.
There you go. Good look. About half the infield in shadow.
Yep.
Good.
Fouls that one off to the right and out of play. Stays 0-2. Yeah, so ball leaves Simmons' hand. It's in sunlight and immediately goes dark.
It's a catch. That's a catch.
Got him that time.
Another good job by the catcher, Tabola, hanging on to the ball. It's the 4th strikeout now of the day for
so each pitcher's got
Simmons.
4. Yeah. That brings up Jova Davis, who really stretched out for that ball in center field. Didn't come up with the catch. Man, was it close. Davis takes a strike. Grounded out short his first time up.
What's that?
Never thrown out for a strike in weeks.
Oh, okay, I got
So
you.
that was the curveball that I said once or twice you'll see.
Yeah. That's
And
the
you heard the reaction from the team.
Yeah. We call it, that's the Chipotle
Yes.
curve, right?
So
or
Simmons
or the
is
guacamole curve.
Yeah, Simmons is a big Chipotle fan before game day.
It's a ritual. Okay, getting a piece of this is Davis, but settling under is Davis on the other side. So Jova Davis put out by Jeff Davis. Two away. Esteban Olivares, the first baseman, will come to the bat for the second time. Struck out in the third. Olivares, the Venezuelan, hitting .329. Has had a 4-hit game this year, so he can get on a little run.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the guys in the lineup you want to make sure you're throwing the right pitch to.
Poke that through. No, picked up by Mack. Tough throw to first in time. Easy. 1-2-3. It goes for Simmons once more. 5-3 on the putout. And the Titans from St. Pete are retired. We go to the home half. Still 2-1 Eastern Florida.
Yeah, that was really a dominating inning from Simmons. Throw almost all strikes in that one, so that's a good sign.
They came off that mound like he got some.
He's all smiles in the dugout after that inning.
got some extra portions at Chipotle, or he had enough points to get it for free.
Yeah, and he's probably celebrating the fact that the curveball was in for a strike. It's a pitch he's been working on, so if he starts getting that for strikes, I think he'll even be more deadly as a starter.
We got more of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom here. The ducks on the shore. Titans are sitting, hope to get some ducks on the pond themselves.
Yeah, I think that's right behind us.
It's a chill evening here in Melbourne.
It's a perfect day for evening for baseball, I should say.
Yeah, it started in the afternoon.
It did. It was supposed to
start at 5. You're just joining us. St. Pete's bus had some mechanical issues, so they had to wait for a second bus. So you wonder how that affects a team as far as being tired. It's the mental, the mental toil of waiting sometimes. It does mess up your preparation. Ice on the shoulder there.
Yeah. He's had some issues with his shoulder, but I don't know if that's just in the middle or if we'll see a pinch hitter for him coming up. We'll see. He's supposed to be on deck, so looks like Jackson Wargo's on deck.
Ball. Hey, man, no problem.
So looks like Kevin Smith's day might be done.
Wonder if it heard it in the slide, maybe?
Maybe.
It's not a guy you want to lose.
No.
Rivera takes a strike.
Backdoor on that.
1-1.
Got 1-1.
Find out on the infield back in the first. Wow. Curveball just landed inside.
He's definitely starting to get that pitch over for a strike a lot more lately.
Takes the ball upstairs.
Got 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Misses there.
3-2.
Another full count from Bermudez.
He works deep into counts. And that one just out, past the outstretched glove of Coutinho. He will round first and hold. No, we'll come back.
Yeah, he kind of hung that one a little bit.
So a good leadoff single for Vera. Now we've got a pinch hitter for Kevin Smith.
Yeah, so Jackson Wargo will take over. They'll probably move Vera to center, and Wargo will go to left if I had to guess. Wargo's playing now his 8th game. Just kind of coming back from injury himself.
Ball.
Throw down. Vera's back.
Wargo batting 167. So certainly of concern to Coach Brown, the status of Kevin Smith for the rest of the series.
Yeah, for sure. That's not a... It's a bad combination because you also don't want to lose your center fielder. So.
This is Wargo's 8th appearance. Runner goes.
Ball.
Throw down to second, not in time. And Bear is in there with the stolen base. That will be his 16th of the season.
Really good jump. Vera hasn't been caught all year, so when he takes off, it's
he knows.
He's pretty sure he's got it.
Ball.
So, Wargo on 4 pitches, walks.
Yeah, there you go.
So 2 on now for Bo. No. Gonna get a mound visit. +4 from Bermudez. So far, they have somebody warming up.
Yeah, that is his 5th. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. His 4th walk.
Yeah. Looks like they're translating a bit. Christopher Keltz is warming up. Right-hander.
We have a pitching change now, or is that just we're holding things up?
Yep. Just wanted to have a conversation now and see how he does against Ebola. Looks like Keltz is just about warmed up, I would say.
All right, here we go.
Runners first and second, nobody out for Bo Tabola. Doubled last at bat. But then Potts trying to stretch it into a triple. Or trying to get to third.
Yeah, he caught stealing.
Just play out, caught stealing. Up, shift is on.
Vera really has the infield working. They don't want him stealing third.
One count on Tabola. Chopper to second. Oh, and just the difficulty of the base runner, Wargo, allowed those bases to stay all full.
Really smart job by Wargo there. Not interfering, but making sure he was kind of in the way and making it a harder play for the second baseman.
The base is loaded, nobody out for Ryan Cerrone.
Showing some confidence in Bermudez to let him face Cerrone here.
Hangs that one, chops it through. 1 run scores. Here comes Wargo. So a 2 RBI single for Cerrone. Probably not the way you draw it up, chopping it that high, but you'll take it.
Yeah, and he really did. He just chopped it high right over the third baseman's head into the outfield, and at that point, Wargo's quick enough where he was rounding third and home. And that will do it for Bermudez.
Well, hey, it's still his longest outing of the season.
It really is. And, you know, other than the walks, he really was pretty good today.
Just ran out of gas. And really, it's not like the Titans have really hit it hard.
No,
it's been manufactured by base running.
For sure. For sure.
And infield singles and the like, and errors.
Yeah, it's one you would think Bermudez could definitely build on for the future. And now I believe Christopher Keltz is on the mound for St. Pete.
Chris Keltz.
So yeah, it'll be 6th appearance. Only 6 in the 3rd inning so far. Another guy that struggled a little bit.
See his numbers on the screen. Yeah, 14-21. And strikeouts, 15 walks, yep. Ah.
There's a Florida shot for you.
There you go. We got a Heron?
Looks like.
Yeah, just the sun going down.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like I would say it looks like we're watching public TV. But let's just say Planet Earth we're watching.
That's right.
Yeah, one of those. Nice shot, guys. It's cool. All right.
So
Keltz. Keltz completing that warm-up tosses.
Gets Mendez first.
Comes in a situation with 2 on and nobody out.
Yeah, it's 2 runs already on the board this inning. Mendez is 0 for 2. We'll see if he can keep things going here for the Titans.
Hey.
Keltz from Miami's Somerset Academy. And the righty.
Ball.
First pitch is a ball upstairs. Two runners are the responsibility of Bermudez. A moment. Hangs that one and trying to tag. Will have to go to first. Going to be close, but got him.
Got him, but he missed the tag that he was trying to get on Tabola. Good thought, but
yeah, Tabola now at 3rd, Cerrone at 2nd. What are we going to have a conversation about this now? See if there was a tag. In fact, didn't look like it.
no, he's talking about the first base. Huh? It looked pretty clean. I'm not sure.
Maybe he thought he stepped off.
Oh, they did call him out. Bo's.
He's been erased. So 2 away.
So that is what he was arguing. So yeah, that's really a big play.
Yeah.
Really good play by the 3rd baseman. So yeah, he's saying that he sidestepped.
Oh,
That's what
you
coach
can't
is
leave the
arguing.
base path, yeah.
And so he's.
Yeah, if you kind of go out of the lane.
Yep.
So Tabola erased on his way to 3rd, and the out. They got the out.
So a double play.
Double play. Yeah.
Go, step off.
And now trying to pick him off.
Ooh.
Got him. Boy, the span of a few moments, they went from 0 outs to out of the inning.
Yeah, that's crazy, but he knew it right away. Cerrone knew it right away. He kind of slapped his hands.
So a promising inning that delivered 2 runs on 3 hits comes to a whimper of an end there for the Titans. We'll be back 4-1.
The lab that EFSC respiratory program has is very up to date and had actually more stuff than some of the hospitals did. As a student here, working with all that equipment definitely puts you at an advantage, because when you're here for a semester and then you go out, you get to see it on real patients. The lab here is, I would say, above and beyond what you would need to see and what you need to know when you go out to your clinical sites.
All right, Titans got a 4-1 lead. Simmons in good position for a victory, but still have 4 more innings to get through.
Yeah, it's the way that last inning ended is crazy, but now we've got a defensive switch because Kevin Smith's not in the game. So Jamal Vera moves to center field, and then Jackson Wargo takes over in left.
Yeah.
Logan Zavala.
He's going to get tested right away.
Getting called off and unable to make the catch. So
that was such a long run from Vera, and he's still down as well, but I think it's more because he didn't make the catch, but I'm sure he's...
he dove ahead for it.
He definitely, now it looks like he might be hurt.
And they're going to call for somebody to take a look here. Boy, he was running hard.
He came a long way, and that's a weird way to land with your shoulder out like that.
Oh, goodness. So you just
in the matter of an
Kevin
inning.
Smith and now Vera, possibly. We were talking before the game started that the Titans have been relatively healthy as of late.
She's working on his leg, though, so.
Cramp. Pull it over.
He pulled something when he was running.
Felt to his feet and. Oh, he's going to. Oh, don't forget the sunglasses.
He's going to see if he can walk on it here in a second. Looks like he's coming out as well.
Yikes, so you just get used to that. Oh, man. Tough luck here for the Titans of Eastern Florida. They've lost 2 straight center fielders. Okay, so let's go back to that. We had just a bang couple of minutes in that last inning. This was the hit, a missed tag, but he went out of the base pass, so they called him out, and then he was out at first, and then the pickoff play. So they kind of ran themselves out of the inning there.
Yeah. Man, he didn't get that far off of the bag. So I understand why Coach was arguing that. It's not like Bo really ran out of a pathway. And so Bryce Pax will now take over.
That's what they're calling.
But that's what they call, yeah. So Bryce Pax will now take center field for Vera.
Goodness gracious.
Pax has played a lot of games this year for the Titans, so he hasn't played a lot of center field, but he plays a lot of corner outfield, so.
So, boy, the things are changing in these last couple of
Yeah.
at-bats.
So, and we'll see how Simmons does, because he had a little break here. Now after that single. Just really a long run for Vera. Ended up
back at it, trying to bunt his way on is Rubiera, who walked and was caught stealing in the first and rounded out in the fourth. Right back to the pitcher.
This is where the early season injuries help out a little bit because, like I said, Brace Pax has played a lot of games this season, so you feel kind of confident with him out there now. Sophomore.
Backs out of Plainfield High. That could be a base hit. It is. All the herky-jerkiness of the last few minutes, it's been taken advantage of by St. Pete. Back-to-back hits surrendered by Simmons. One of them was a long run.
Yeah. So now we'll see if Simmons can calm back down and
2 on, nobody out.
Get out of this jam.
Top of the 6th.
Boy, that's outside.
And he's going to be 1-0 on Lennon Nunez, designated hitter out of Miami. Entered this game batting .329, did a single and score for the St. Pete's only run back in the 4th.
Boy.
And we saw the speed.
Bunt, picked up by Simmons, will throw to third to get the force.
Really smart play there. Simmons turned and just never hesitated.
Heads up baseball and fielding.
So now Rangel steps in.
Runners at first and second in the form of Rubiera and Nunez. Rangel, sac fly. Move the runner over in the 4th. And hit into that double play back in the 1st, which seems like forever ago now.
Yeah. A lot's happened in a 4-1 game. Axis picked up by Cerrone onto second and got the runner there. So runners on the corners, but 2 away. Cerrone just had to take 1 too many steps to try to really turn a double play. Just got the runner at second.
Good technique. Here's Pines, the catcher. And it looks like he's going to fly out to Davis again. No, gets it to drop the base hit. That's an RBI as Rubiera scores, and that error will allow Rangel to come home, and it's 4-3. So Pines advanced on the play and has 2 RBIs to show for it.
Jeff Davis just really overthrew that one. Trying to get the runner going to third. Cost them an extra run.
A little airmail.
Now Pastrana's up. And
boy, big 2-out blow there for St. Pete.
All right, hurry up.
It's Pastrana, who is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Can tie this game up here at the plate. And strike, tipped into the catcher. To chase that, it's 0-2. Two fouled off.
Got him to chase that a little bit. Good play by the assistant coach.
Good Good time for a 5th strikeout here if you're Simmons. So right now the Titans lost 2 outfielders to injury. And St. Pete has come to life. Still 0-2. The sun sets to the west.
Right.
Ooh, held up.
Good pitch there. Couldn't get him to chase it.
Works the ball into the count. 1-2. It's the bat on it.
Davis
will settle under it, and that will finally retire the side. But 2 runs come home on 3 hits. 1 left. And it is now a 4-3 ball game.
Come on, now you're on your way. Come on, like it, like that. Come on, now you're on your way. Come on, like it, like that. Come on, ride with me, now you're on your way. Like it.
The biggest challenge that students have, I believe, is just getting started. That's why we're here at the Writing Lab, is to help show them how to pre-plan their writing, how to get a good start, and then go back and revise. And we're here for every step of that. I just like to see that little eureka moment, that light bulb that goes on, and they're like, oh, I know how to do this now. I help with any class that involves writing. If it's language-based, we can help.
Bottom of the 6th now, as the sun has set here in Melbourne. Titans have seen their 3-run lead dwindle to 1. I'd like to stretch that back out here perhaps as we get the 2nd inning of work for Chris Keltz, who spelled Bermudez in that last inning.
Yeah, and really
put out the fire.
Put out the fire fast. Good pickoff move and got the double play ball.
Yeah, you like it when you get some help from your fielders. That defense behind you can make a pitcher look real good. Davis, Jackson, Thomas scheduled to be up. Davis singled, stole a base, advanced on an error, and stole home last time up.
Oh, definitely after that throw, be looking to get on, get a run back.
All right, here we are.
The only starting outfielder still in the game for the Titans. Here's a chopper up the middle. Going to be a tough play for Rangel. Makes it easy, though. Makes it look really simple. Davis retired 6-3.
Yeah, bouncing ball up the middle. Rangel showing some range, getting behind second, and good stretch by the first baseman.
Range is in the name.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Bryce Jackson with 1 out now. Hit by pitch, stole a base in the first, and struck out in the 4th.
Ball.
Take something off of that one. It's a ball. Who knows?
Ball.
Got 3-0.
Come on, back to it. Let's go.
stop. Won't get anything to hit
Ball
here.
four.
No.
Nope.
Walk him on 4 straight. Last time he reached base was able to steal a base, and that brings up Shane Thomas. Freshman designated hitter. Batting .328, 4-game hit streak. Still needs to extend that as he walked and struck out so far tonight. 0 for 1.
Watching Jackson walk on 4 pitches. He should be patient here.
Oh.
He is. Make sure you see one before you.
All right. Chops that up the middle, and that one gets through, and it will be Jackson holding up at second. But nice base hit here with 1 away for Shane Thomas.
And Jackson took a look, but made sure he stopped at second.
Yeah, he'll keep going this time.
I think it bounced off the bag, actually. Made a pretty good hop out to the center field. They're pretty quick. So Titans have things set up again here for Jason Mack.
Runners in scoring position for the third baseman.
Came up in the second with 2 on and grounded out. See if he can get it this time.
0 for 2.
If you look at the stats, this has kind of been Christopher Keltz's problem, his walks so far this year.
That one, oh, what a snag by Olivares.
Great play by the first baseman.
Both runners advance, but they'll trade that for the out. 3 unassisted. So Jackson now at third, Thomas at second.
Mack definitely hit it hard. First baseman just right there.
And now we got Bryce Pax.
See his first at bat. We'll see how he does here.
Ball. Curveball well outside.
One thing is Bryce Pax has 3 doubles this season.
Oof. 1-1.
Gets a hold of 1.
Batting .208. With 8 RBIs. If we can get one here. Whoa, boy. Throw back down to third and just got back.
Pax was way down the line there. Or Bryce Jackson.
Jackson, yeah.
Jackson was way down the line.
Two on, 2 out. Pax gets a bat on it, but it'll be foul. One and 2. But could use some runs to answer here. A big moment for Bryce, sophomore. Floats at the center, making the run in and making the grab is Jovod Davis to end the inning. So there's 1 hit and 2 left. Score remains 4-3 as we go to the top of the 7th here at Bruce Bochy Field.
The biggest challenge that students have, I believe, is just getting started. That's why we're here at the Writing Lab, is to help show them how to pre-plan their writing, how to get a good start, and then go back and revise. And we're here for every step of that. I just like to see that little eureka moment, that light bulb that goes on, and they're like, oh, I know how to do this now. I help with any class that involves writing. If it's language-based, we can help.
All right, we go to the final 3 innings here at Bruce Bochy Field. A little more action in the hitting department in the last couple of innings.
Yeah, definitely. See how Simmons does. There's a couple guys stretching down in the bullpen, but
yeah, getting to that portion where you want to make sure you retain that lead.
Simmons has done pretty well. Pitch count's not overly high.
Right,
Meanwhile, St. Pete has guys more throwing like double barrel down in their bullpen, so
I expect some multiple changes here. We're getting the late innings. Simmons so far has went the distance.
All right, here we go.
7, like that.
Tino.
6, 7, 8. Yeah,
Oh, that's
Tino.
inside.
Tino lined out and struck out. 0 for 2. Lots of speed on that one.
Yeah.
A little low. 2-0. Ooh, blew it right on by him that time.
Got time.
2-1.
It's all sandy. Incoming, incoming.
Definitely just sat back and threw on that one.
Yep. Chops that to short. Jackson settles, throws. Got him. 6-3. Coutinho is retired. Now Jovad Davis.
Really shows off his arm on this one because he waits for that hop this time. Gets it and just throws, and good stretch by Mendez. Gets the out.
St. Pete center fielder had some good plays defensively tonight. Plate, not so much. 0 for 2.
What?
Tries to bunt his way on, foul.
Really made way too much contact on that bunt. It was hit way too hard.
Yes. Right. Catch the baseball with the bat is what
Yeah,
he's always taught to me.
Tried to deaden it a little bit, but that one was almost a non-swing swing down the first base line.
1-1. On, or none on, 1 out. To get a bunt, and that one's foul. 0-2.
That was much better, though.
Yes.
Simmons ahead 1-2 though now.
Simmons goes after him.
Ball.
2-2.
Got 2-2.
That's a catch, swing and a miss. Strikes him out. Strikeout number 5 for Simmons.
Yeah, that one. That one just dropped off the table.
All the strikeouts have been against the bottom 5 in the batting order, by the way.
Not much Davis was going to do as soon as he started that swing.
Here's Olivares, one of the strikeout victims, 0 for 2. They done really nice defensively at first, that last inning.
Yeah. Yeah, St. Petersburg's made a lot of nice defensive plays to kind of keep themselves in this game.
2 away, chop to third, foul ball. Mac was charging hard. Olivares batting .329, entering action tonight. And that will help out.
Definitely.
Base knock with 2 out.
Right back up the middle.
Logan Zavala. Who got a single that last inning. Really start things off. Actually erased on the base paths. Fielder's choice.
Ball.
One upstairs, a ball. Olivares has only got 1 stolen base this year.
I would have
in case you were wondering.
More typical first baseman, not really a runner so much.
Miles this out of play, but Tabola will chase anyway. One and one.
Woo.
Wow. Got him on the outside corner there, 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's really good pitch from Simmons to get that outside corner a little high. Comes back inside.
So far, 5 strikeouts against just 1 walk. We'll take that ratio.
Yeah, for sure.
Ball.
And not much of a threat to steal at first in Olivares.
Got 2 and 2.
It's kind of been Simmons all season. Came in with 17 walks. 46 strikeouts.
To go opposite field, pulls that one foul again. Stay alive. Balls 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 1 on. Representing the tying run at first is Olivares. Lots of work to do to get him home, though. Upstairs, runs count full. Duck and cover.
3-2.
Just didn't get the right grip on that one.
Gotta come into him now. Runner goes. Doesn't matter. Strike 3. 6 strikeouts for Simmons. Gets out of the inning unscathed, and it remains a 4-3 ball game. Titans coming up to bat here in the 7th.
Build a successful career with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. You can choose from nearly 25 tracks in today's top job fields of business, healthcare, and computer technologies, with classes tailored to meet your needs on campus and online. A bright future awaits you with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu/go/bachelors.
We go to the home half of the 7th. Hello, everybody at home watching here on WEFS alongside Mike Parsons. I'm Jeff Radcliffe. So glad to have you. Thanks for the shot, Jared. Yeah. Little FaceTime for this guy over here.
Nice.
So we got a 4-3 game. Give a lot of credit here to what's going on in St. Pete. You know, they're coming in with just one conference win, but hanging in against one of the better teams in this conference.
Yeah, and it's been the pitching. You know, you look at the ERAs and you wouldn't think, but they've done a good job today, you know, of throwing strikes and keeping the game really close. And, you know, first it was Bermuda's pitched really well, and now, you know, Kelts has been really good so far as well.
Still two pitching in the bullpen right now. The Celts run into some trouble. All right, now we got Jackson Wargo, and again, that's one thing to file away here. You've got Kevin Smith and Jamel Vera an inning apart exiting the game. So two starting outfielders and your best hitter.
For sure.
Wargo checks that swing, still a strike. So he is currently the leadoff hitter.
Yep. Walked on 4 pitches his first at bat.
Right, and scored.
Ball.
Patience there.
Yeah.
Here the dugout. Come on, 2.
Ball.
Okay, now runs ahead in the count. He's 2-1.
Really showing a good eye.
Let's go. Let's run.
Bola on deck. Cerrone in the hole.
Good pitch.
2-2.
Pitch there from
Got
Kelts.
2-2.
Oh. Got him. First strikeout for Celts. Smith is retired.
Wow, he lost the handle on the bottom hand, and so the bat went flying a little bit.
Good look. There's Bo. Infield single last time up.
2 for 3.
Yeah, 2 for 3 tonight. That double back in the 3rd.
Celts dropped that one in.
Start things now, 0-1.
You good? Yeah, I'm good. All right.
Good job by the catcher hanging on to that one. Can't be easy to hang on to a ball that Tabola's hit.
Ooh, man, you hear the grunt as he let it go. It was like Monica Seles. Back-to-back strikeouts. Wow. So Chris Kelts is feeling it here.
Yeah.
2 out now for Cerrone.
Just struggling a little bit in the 6th. He's come out in the 7th and really throwing strikes.
Cerrone 1 of 2 with a walk. Singled and caught stealing. Did have the 2 RBIs though in the 5th.
Yeah. Big 2-run single.
Ball.
Especially as we sit here now, it's a huge 2-run single.
Right.
My fault on that.
Ball 2 strikes. This will fire up the dugout if he can get him here. And he does.
Wow.
Strikes out the side, Chris Kelts. And the Titans, 1, 2, 3 hitters are retired in order. We'll be back.
My name is Kenny Neff, and I am enrolled in the Eastern Florida State College welding program. The cost of it actually surprised me on how it wasn't nearly what I thought it would be. My instructors are probably the best instructor I could probably ask for. Your total welding throughout the day, you're probably welding 4 hours, 5 hours. When the weekend comes, I'm waiting for Monday to come back around because I love welding, just being in there, hands-on, just constantly burning rods.
Brody Kelly is the new pitcher for the Titans. So Owen goes full 7 innings. There's his numbers. 1-3 on the season, 5.93 ERA, 27 strikeouts. He can really ramp those up. Got 10 walks as well. What can we see from him?
Yeah, so Brody Kelly, been the Game 2 starter for us most of the year. Coach made the move kind of last week because the end of the bullpen's been struggling a little bit. Houston Wills has been hurt, and so he's been looking for somebody to kind of come in and close the door, and so he went to Brody Kelly during the Florida Southwestern series, and it worked out well, and so he's kind of made the move. So now, Michael Benedict will be your Game 3 probably starter, with Nathan Hook the Game 2 starter on Saturday, and Brody Kelly turns into more of your late reliever. So good fastball. Definitely been a strong starter for us, and so now he turns into this role, and I think he's going to excel here. Coach likes what he's seen so far, and we'll see how he does right here.
Kelly, the freshman out of New Smyrna Beach High, Barracuda.
He'll see the top of the order. And
he'll be put to the test right off the bat.
We were saying during the break that Christopher Keltz had probably the best inning he's had all season since he had 1 strikeout coming into the game.
And then 3 in 1 inning.
He got 3 in 1 inning.
All right, here's Riviera. Singled and scored last inning, officially 1 for 2. Takes a strike. Get something else to look at here. Coach Brown, this is too close for comfort against the last place team in the league.
Yeah, definitely. Strong outing from Simmons with just the 2 earned runs.
1-1. Okay. Ground ball picked up, thrown on. So Jackson to Mendez. He'll take that.
Yeah, definitely,
Lennon Nunez now. One for 3, single, stole a base, scored back in the 4th. A couple of fielder's choice on either side, and he is heading the count 1-0.
That one made him scurry a little bit.
And the Miami native fouls that one back.
Kelly's another one that throws strikes. Only 10 walks, 27 strikeouts. So that's what you want out of your late relievers. 30 innings.
All 2 strikes. Kelly versus Nunez. Yeah, you're right. Tries to get the bottom to drop out. Does not. 2-2.
Incoming. Got 2-2.
On the way here. Top of the 8th. Got him. Boy, and he's pumped up about that too.
What a pitch on the inside corner that was.
First strikeout for Kelly.
Oh yeah. Just painted the corner with that one.
That brings up
Yeah,
Jose
they're just
Rangel.
not looking good, but oh well. How about that?
Reached on a fielder's choice, scored last inning. Also hit into a double play and a sac fly. Oh, and that hit him. And he'll take the base. You follow the strikeout with hit by pitch.
Got him in the thigh, it looked like, but still not going to be easy. Actually, it might have just grazed him. He might have gotten off pretty easy. He might have hit more of Tabola than it did him.
Yeah. Sounded like it hit like plastic or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so now 1 on, but 2 away. And now you've got the cleanup hitter, though, Drew Pines.
Having a really good day. Couple RBI singles already.
So, batting 159 coming in, and he has just been a monster Mac tonight. 3 RBIs. So he's accounted for all their runs. To the 1-0.
No.
Ooh, 2-0. Close, not quite.
Good pitch from Brody Kelly there.
In case you're wondering, Pines does have 2 home runs this year. There's a strike.
Pitch.
Yeah, that's top. No doubt. Got 2-1.
Throw back to first. There safely is Rangel. Runner goes, and it gets through. This may score Rangel. He rounds third. Here comes the throw. They're going to try him.
Going to go to second
instead. And the game is tied at 4.
Once again,
2 outs as
Drew
well.
Pines comes through huge for his team. 3 RBIs today now. A double to go with the 2 singles.
Good piece of hitting, too.
Really nice, right down the line. Mendez made a dive for it, but it was right down the line. It's a tough play.
You just look at the dugouts, the stature of both. Polar opposite of what it was earlier in the game. Well, you come here, you had your bus breakdown.
Yeah, I mean.
And now you're in it. You could take the lead with a hit here.
Ball, that's in.
So Kelly hasn't been hit hard.
Nope.
Just right down the first base line.
That's outside.
Tie game.
Yeah, if you're Kelly, you just want to settle in and throw strikes here.
Behind the count. 2-0.
That's outside.
3-0.
Come on, dude, come on, baby. Got 3-0.
Estrada on deck. Pines at second. Squares the bunt, takes a strike. 3-1.
Got 3-1.
Kelly quickly got 2 outs. Then you had the hit by pitch and then the single down the line. And now it's a strike away from getting out of this inning.
Really good couple pitches there. Get himself back in this at bat.
Count runs full.
See if he can finish it off.
Chopper. Oh, this is going to be a high ball and tough to throw. Going to get there. Safe. Runners on the corners now, 2 out.
Just another chop ball. The took a while. Yeah, just such a high chop. I think the runner may have nicked Mendez a little bit. He's rubbing his arm.
And again, if you're Kelly, you haven't been hit hard.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, right off the front of the plate, just a high chop. Jackson has to wait for it, and by the time he could get to it,
good speed down that
Pastrana
line.
got down the line well. And I'm sure that's what Tyson's telling Brody right there is, you know, no trouble here. It's not like they're hitting it hard. Just work on getting Coutinho out. Head back to the bullpen.
Coutinho 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
Back to the dugout. Yeah, it's...
But has some on the corners here. Sticky moment here for the Titans of Eastern Florida. All this has come with 2 out. Chopper foul, 0-1. 4-4 ball game.
Ball.
0-1. Count evens.
Yeah, that's a good pitch, though. Just a little low, but that's the one that if he swings and it's a ground ball.
How's that back? Strike 2.
So now he has him 1-2. Can give him his best pitch now.
From the stretch. Comes in, got him. Second strikeout for Kelly ends the inning, but a run scores on a couple of hits. We are tied at 4. We go to the home half of the 8th right after this on WEFS.
My name is Kenny Neff, and I am enrolled in the Eastern Florida State College welding program. The cost of it actually surprised me on how it wasn't nearly what I thought it would be. My instructors are probably the best instructor I could probably ask for. Your total welding throughout the day, you're probably welding 4 hours, 5 hours. And when the weekend comes, I'm waiting for Monday to come back around because I love welding, just being in there, hands-on, just constantly burning rods.
Back at Bruce Bochy Field, the Eastern Florida State College Titans had this up 4-1. 3 unanswered here for St. Pete in the last couple of innings. And Coach Brown has some thinking and planning to do.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's one of those things where now somebody has to come up and make the big hit. It's funny how, you know, you change a role and Brody Kelly has to step up and make some huge pitches. And one of his first times in that new role, and he does that. So now it's a matter of, can the Titans get the bats rolling here against Christopher Keltz, who has been pretty amazing.
Playing out of his gourd right now. Yeah, 3 strikeouts. Strike out the side last inning after having just 1.
Comes in with
ERA,
a 14 ERA.
14 ERA.
And he's got 2 shutout innings so far today.
Ball, it's outside.
So we were kind of joking at the break. The numbers are lying to us a little bit here. Bermudez was really good, and now so has Keltz been really good. So Mendez has a good count now, 2-0.
Oh, got a good piece of it, but sent it foul.
Yeah, he really turned on that pitch. Hit it foul. Mendez has the big knee brace on, but has a lot of power.
Sends that deep to center, but right at Davis. There's one away. But hit it hard.
He did.
All right, Jeff Davis. Titans could use a run here so they can see if they can end it in the next inning by
see if
1-0, but
see if Jeff is swinging away or if he tries to get on by a bunt again. I would guess he's swinging away here. But he may try to bunt just so he can get on and try to get things going for the Titans. And he does show bunt, and it's a dandy off. That was a beaut. I don't think there was any way they were going to throw him out on that.
He was motoring.
Mm-hmm. Good idea, obviously. That's how he reached back in the fourth.
Yeah, ended up scoring.
Ended up scoring, so.
Retired his other 2 times at the plate.
See if he swings away now, or if he tries it again. Swinging away.
Base is empty, takes a strike. He's down in an 0-2 hole here. Bryce Jackson on deck, scheduled to hit. Ooh, pulled the string there, missed. And when it comes to offense, you got to factor in, you've got Smith and Vera out now. That's like
it's a lot of
50
offense.
RBIs and 40 runs that are off the board now.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of offense out of the lineup right now for the Eastern Florida.
50 runs and 40 RBIs about. Keeping that one alive, 1-2.
Davis making Celts work.
Oh, man.
Davis can't believe that.
Strikes out looking. There are 2 away.
Let's see.
It's in the knees.
It's right there. It's close.
2 outs now for Jackson. And it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's.
Or Bermuda's had a good run. Gotten into a little trouble, and Celts has come out and, like Big Daddy Kane, has gotten the job done.
Yeah. Jackson's been on twice today. Hit by a pitch and a walk.
Actually 0 for 1.
Showing the good eye, though. Played a stellar shortstop, as always. Strong arm.
That's outside.
Okay.
It's outside.
3-0, so probably taken all the way here. Get on for a 3rd time.
And Shane Thomas will come up.
That's outside.
Outside. Walked him on 4 straight. And as you said, that has been the problem for Celts at times.
Yeah, definitely. Hasn't really shown up as much today. He's been much more under control.
Yeah, he said that's just his 2nd walk.
2nd walk and 4 strikeouts. Came in with 9 walks and 1 strikeout.
So St. Pete's gotten a number of their runs with 2 out. Here's a chance for the Titans to do the same.
Here we go.
Shane Thomas, a walk, a strikeout, and a single.
Oh, that's out.
3:28 entering the night.
If you're Thomas, you want to make sure it's a strike, but you're looking to do some damage.
Shane now on a 5-game hitting streak. Righty on lefty matchup here.
Ball.
Okay, so that's 6 straight balls.
Good eye from Thomas to make him work, not be too anxious.
And start making him think a little bit.
Ball.
Ooh.
You got to think that the guys are ready in the bullpen. They've been throwing for a while over there for him. They checked and did not swing. So 7 straight balls now.
Both were outside.
Wow, 8 straight balls, and he's got back-to-back walks. Now a runner in scoring position for the Titans. Brings in Jason Mack.
Jeff Davis would tell you 9 straight balls, but
right.
So it looks like
the
bullpen is coming. So we're gonna have another pitching change.
Just kind of ran out of gas there.
Yeah, he really did. Just kind of all of a sudden.
So Jason Mack will see somebody else.
But another great outing by a pitcher for St. Petersburg.
Got the first 2 outs and then back-to-back walks. Focus on the batter here if you're St. Pete.
Looks like maybe John Aponte coming in. Yep.
John Aponte.
So this will be his 9th appearance. He's actually got 19 strikeouts in 15 innings, only 5 walks, so he's been pretty good out of the bullpen for St. Petersburg.
Ponte out of Ponce, Puerto Rico. 6'5", 215. There's his numbers. 7.8 ERA, as you said.
Has 1 save. So Jason Mack, one of the guys that I'm sure Coach is pretty happy to see come to the plate here with guys on first and second.
The guy's had some big at-bats.
He's hit it to first baseman twice. He's got 3 unassisted on 2 of his 3.
Right.
So Oliveris will be ready.
Yeah. That 344 average coming in, going to go down a little bit. Do something about it here in this at-bat. Runners at first and second, 2 out, and John Aponte, the new pitcher, righty for St. Pete. So we'll just take the first pitch and see. And there's a strike.
It's out the elbow, off the elbow.
Off the elbow, it hit him. So the bases are loaded. All right, now it's getting interesting.
Yeah, so that, yep, just nicked the elbow, and so now bases loaded, 2 outs for Bryce Pax.
Has 8 RBIs this season. A big chance here in a big moment in a 4-4 ball game. Left-handed hitter on a right-handed pitcher. You like that if you're an Eastern Florida fan.
Sophomore outfielder.
First pitch swinging, sends it foul. low. Oh, bounced it in there.
Pax flew out.
Yep, to center
field. First time up today. Looks at that one.
And it's a ball, 2 strikes. Fight started. Nobody on and 2 outs. Walk, walk, hit by pitch. Duck, duck, goose. Oh, how do you hang off that one?
Pax lives to see another day. Conte probably thought he had that a little bit.
2-2.
Not 2-2 count.
Strokes it foul, but it sounded good.
Definitely connected well. Out of play down the third base line.
A big moment in this game right now. Goes without saying. Setting up on the outside part of the plate. Swings, flare, and
what a catch.
Ends the inning.
What a catch by the shortstop, Jose Rangel. Basically back to the infield.
Oof. Yep. And we go to the 9th. Look at that play.
Wow.
A lot on the line there. If that drops, you're down 2 runs. Not the case. We stay tied at 4. We go to the top of the 9th. Titans in a titanic struggle. Who would have thunk it? We'll be right back.
The engineering technology program is a 2-year AS degree. It's a lot of hands-on, a lot of industry skills, and our programs are up to date with the local demand. We talk to the local industry and ask them what do they need from our graduate. And so far we're providing a good workforce for the Brevard area. When the student graduate from this program, actually we have a waiting list. A lot of companies want some of our graduates yesterday.
Well, we go to the 9th, and we are tied at 4. Titans, 20-14 this season, 9-9 in conference play. The Titans of St. Pete, 3-29, 1-17. Did you think we'd be here?
Definitely not. Yeah. Brody Kelly warming up. Once again,
credit to St. Pete
St. Petersburg gets out of a big jam. John Aponte with a good pitch and great defense. And here we are.
And if you're joining us late, they were late getting to the field by an hour due to some bus trouble. Maybe that's what they needed, a little more adversity.
It might have been.
Bottom of the order here, Jovan Davis, Esteban Oliveras, and Logan Zavala scheduled to hit here. 0 for 3 for Davis thus far, though he's been really good in the outfield. Fouls that one off, 0-1. Second inning work here for Brody Kelly.
Actually, it looks like a pinch hitter.
Oh, it isn't. Yeah, you're right. 15.
Amari Daniel is up. Takes that for a strike.
So, Amari Daniel.
Yeah, Amari Daniel's hitting .254 this season. 3 home runs, 3 doubles. Just fouls that one to stay alive.
0-2. missionary out of Orlando, Sunshine State Elite Academy, freshman. The 0-2. Oh, swings through it, but he got a piece of it.
Kelly's come out and really throwing strikes here early in the 9th.
The 0-2 again.
Got him.
Down he goes. Strikeout number 3 for Kelly. Go.
Yeah.
Pulled him a little bit.
Definitely had him out in front, and there was no way he was getting to that pitch. It just kept breaking away from him. Great pitch. 0-2 from Kelly, and another strikeout.
Oliveras 1 for 3, single in the 7th, and has a single here in the 9th.
That one.
A 1-out single for Oliveras. First baseman doing it in the field, doing it at the plate. Go ahead run on first, and now is Logan Zavala. St. Lucie Treasure Coast product.
Showing bunt.
Bunt. Takes outside. Ball 1.
Makes sense. 1 out. Try to get the runner in scoring position for the top of the order. See if he tries again. Yep. Strike on that one.
1-1. Strikeout victim twice. In single, and then was raced on a fielder's choice. A little bit of a bunt. Should be handled. Underhanded. Runner moves over to the second, though. So Oliveras advances. And 1-3 for Zavala. And we go, like you said, to the top of the order to Mel Rubiera, who is 1 for 3 plus a walk. Scored back in the 6th as well. Rubiera leads this team in batting average entering the night, 340, 21 runs scored, 4 triples.
Sweet.
1 out to work with here, but again, that hasn't been a problem for them.
No.
They've been great 2-out hitters tonight.
Yeah, they've really been clutch. Come up big in big spots.
Looking ahead for the Titans, it is top of the order.
Taboa's going to have a conversation real quick with Kelly.
Seeing something. Hiding the hiding the mouths.
Kelly looks ready.
2 out, runner on second. Outside, ball 2.
Just missed, though. That was a good pitch. Now, if you're Rubiera, you're going to wait to see one. 2-0, he's kind of after you now. And it hits him.
Wow. Hit by pitch. It's 2 on.
So once again with 2 outs. Yeah. Just got him off the knee. Just glanced.
Do not want to concede a run now because you don't have much time to catch it.
You're good. He came in front of you, though.
Brings up Nunez. 1 for 4. Big strikeout looking last time up. And try to poke that through.
Oh.
And able to do so.
That's
the
gonna
go-ahead
score a
run will score. And St. Pete has taken the lead in the ninth, 5-4.
Once again, huge 2-out hit from St. Petersburg.
And not hit hard.
Nope.
Just placed.
Nope, just placed very well, right up the middle. Cerrone gets his glove on it, but that's a tough play. Full run like that.
2 hits in the inning. Now the 3-hole hitter, Jose Rangel, who's scored a couple of times. Runner goes.
No throw from Tabola. He didn't want to risk having another run come home. At this point, you just concentrate on the hitter. 2 outs.
Nunez at second, Rubiera now at third. Up the middle, base hit.
It's going to score 2 runs.
Both are in. Third run of the inning, and the Titans of St. Pete have put up a 3 spot here in the ninth. And now lead it 7-4.
Once again, well placed, just right back up the middle.
And then not the guy you want to see at the plate now, but at least there's only one on, is Drew Pines.
Drew Pines back up.
3 RBIs already. Oh, wow. This will be a missed opportunity should the scoreline stay the way it is going into the bottom half.
Yeah. And good news is it's top of the lineup for the Titans coming up in the bottom of the ninth. Bad news
Boy,
is
a lot of pressure to score 3 runs.
Yeah, 3 runs now. Good pitch from Kelly.
Waste a nice outing from Owen Simmons. Left the
Yeah,
game with a lead. Here's the 0-2. And it's a base hit, maybe? No. That stopped him.
Up.
Just seemed like everything was falling.
Yeah, for
Largo's
sure.
got it. Fly out to 7 ends it, but 3 runs on 3 hits. And it is 7-4. St. Pete, we go to the bottom of the ninth. Titans need 3 to tie.
The lab that EFSC respiratory program has is very up to date and had actually more stuff than some of the hospitals did. As a student here, working with all that equipment definitely puts you at an advantage because when you're here for a semester and then you go out, you get to see it on real patients. The lab here is, I would say, above and beyond what you would need to see and what you need to know when you go out to your clinical sites.
All right, the Titans were 4-1 up at one point, and now have been stuck on 4 since the 5th, and now trail by 3. And have had their opportunities.
They really have.
They have not been scoring with 2 outs while St. Pete has. There's your story.
Yeah, for sure. The story is the clutch hitting from St. Petersburg tonight. And the pitching, honestly. You know.
Aponte will continue here, the third pitcher. Try to get the save.
Yeah.
So Wargo will lead it off. Remember, he came on for the injured Kevin Smith earlier in the game.
So top of the order. See if they can get a rally going here.
Well, baseball's a funny game, isn't it?
It really is. You know, they always say that's why they play the game.
Just never put a check mark in the win column. You don't play it by looking at the standings.
Right.
I'd be interested to know how many St. Pete's record on the road this year. Take a look. They are 1-13 away.
Yeah.
So looking for their second conference win and their second road win. And 3 outs away from doing just that. 2-1. The Wargo. Okay. Ahead 3-1.
One good thing, you hope you have Kevin Smith back, but Wargo has shown that he's got a good eye. He's taken a lot of close pitches today. He's walked once. Struck out once.
Strike.
Full count now.
Well, it's so important to get the first one aboard here. Makes it so much harder when you don't have that extra out to work with.
Oh.
And strikes out looking.
Just dropped in the zone enough. Pretty close pitch for Aponte on a 3-2. So see if Tabola can get things started. 2 for 4.
6 unanswered runs. The story right now. Can they answer with 2 outs? Swing and a miss for Tabola. He struck out his last at-bat in the 7th. That was the inning where Celts struck out the side. And it was the same 3 batters.
It was.
Do not want a repeat of that here with Aponte.
Ooh. Good pitch there from Aponte.
Running some junk, 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's. Wow.
Goodbye. Back-to-back strikeouts for Aponte.
So now it's up to Cerrone.
Down to their final out.
Yeah, Aponte just kind of threw that one by him.
Do not want to be a fly on the wall in the clubhouse if they don't spark something here. Cerrone, the last hope. Again, these 2 teams will play once, twice, the doubleheader on Saturday in St. Pete. Boy, talk about must-win games now.
Yeah.
At least in the middle of the season. Swing and a miss, strike 1. You got to go back and get 2 now.
Definitely.
One and 1. Gets a piece. Not enough, though. Settling under is Rubiera. And that's why they play the games.
It really is.
St. Pete has defeated Eastern Florida 7-4, thanks to 6 unanswered runs and some fine pitching and defense, plus the timely hitting. 7-4 the final.
Yeah, so, you know, John Aponte comes in, finishes it. St. Petersburg comes up with a big win. And now, you know, Eastern Florida needs to really regroup and come back Saturday because they really need to win this series. You know, if you let this series get away from you, then it's going to be very tough to make that postseason.
Titans drop to 9-10 in conference play, 20-15 overall. St. Pete improves to 2-17 in league play, their second road win of the year, and 4-29.
Yep,
I read that right. But their 18-game losing streak is
over.
History.
Kudos to them. Like you said, 2 out hitting all day long and some solid pitching. So they take game 1. We'll see Saturday if they can steal another or if the Titans can come back and win that series.
We thank you for watching. For Mike Parsons, Brian Foster, our producer, Roger Hayward, our director, and our entire WEFS crew, Titans fall tonight 7-4. I'm Jeff Ratcliffe saying good night.
We now join our programming in progress.